Hey everybody, how is it going on this Sunday evening? Ooh, 8 people. Mr. B, we have to highlight that. I know it's not going to have that little bar that just kind of runs out, but we'll have to leave that up on the screen for a couple minutes. So you are awesome, my friend. I can't wait. Another little Mr. B something something in the mail. That's going to be fantastic. So who we got? We got Apprentice Ewok, Brandon. How are you? We got Mr. Sleeping, Shane. We got Brian. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Down, 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 down. And Crazy 8. Good evening, everybody. So, hope everybody's well. Paul is going to be on soon. So, hey, there's Linda. I got a little bit of housekeeping to take care of first, and then yeah, then we'll bring Paul out here. We'll chat a little bit. You know, get to know him a little bit more. I know it's all of an inner circle thing, so just kind of back and forth on everybody's channels or whatever like that. But I really want a little more in depth on seeing some more of his helmets. And again, he's got one of those voices that's really smooth that I could easily, like, not as a bad way, but I could fall asleep to that. So, and again, it's not been the best of weeks, or this weekend anyway, since I took that friggin' tumble yesterday, and then I nearly went all over. We don't normally get post or mail on Sundays. I don't know. I guess unless they get backed up, but of course they stick this right as soon as you open the door. So I nearly tripped right over it. So from Mr. Brian. So hey, the Great White North Empire. I like that. How are you? How are you, Mr. Smirkin Bear? How is it going, sir? How's the training stuff going? So okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do this early. Maybe we'll do it late. I don't know. It's not going to be. I know I keep saying it all the time. Not going to be a super long stream. Honestly, it's probably not. I'm going to try to keep it to under 2 hours, hopefully, because my leg is still killing me, like big time. So my ankle's swollen, my knee's swollen. So yeah, so I'm just gonna try to take it easy, and hopefully it'll feel a little better for when I have to go to work in the morning. So yeah. Anybody else slipped in the meantime? So let's get some highs on the board here to say, yeah, it wasn't great. I think I just missed the spot, and I just kind of whipped over a little bit and down I went, but I made sure I didn't want to fall on either of my hips. So yeah, it wasn't those damn sidewalks. Some substance will, yeah. Yes, and no, actually, I'm at a nice, I think it's pretty. I think we're clear right now. So right before bedtime, then we will be good to go. Darth, how are you? Good to see some stickerage and some pinnage. So I am seeing a little bit on Instagram and getting the odd message that the little packages are making it to some people now. So it's the waiting game, I guess. But yeah. So this week is a busy week. I'm not streaming Wednesday. I'll say that right now. I'm going to be on Sleeping's channel Tuesday night. I'm going to be streaming with the boys from Roland's Reviews, Universal Collector, and Shabby on Friday. And then we'll be back on Sunday. So that's where we're going to be at with that. Linger, happy Sunday fun day. Absolutely. Mr. Gary, good day. Man, no I wonder if Stumbler's going to make it in today. I saw that he was in Uncle Mike's stream yesterday. I just kind of hung back a little bit. I didn't stay too long. I say last night wasn't a great night. So So yeah, no biggie, no biggie. So yeah, so housekeeping quick. I know there's only 13, 14, but if I do it right on the beginning, then hopefully those that rewatch the stream or just watch later will, it'll be early so everybody will be informed. So after my stream on Friday, when I did the day that open house day stream again, and Barry was awesome to hang out. I had email. I had some. I got and some people reached out through social media and a few other things. So I just want to address a few things. So one, yeah, I know, Linda. I know. It's just kind of how it goes. Oh, hey, the Goopa is floating around in here somewhere. Francois, good evening. So yeah, so the live streams, I think for the time being, just going to be Sunday nights. Although I see I'm getting competition, I'm getting a few other channels that are streaming in my time frame, which is kind of frustrating. But whatever, that's fine. I got the hardcore. You guys are here. It's and that's what's most important. So that's okay. Dr, how are you, sir? So so yeah. So reviews. I am going to finish off Flint and Lady J. I've had so many issues with that one video that I did that's not working. So I'm just walking away from the figures for a couple of days. And then I'm just going to do 2 separate shorter videos of each of them. So those will be coming out. The snow case stuff will still happen. That's just going to be periodically dropped because I don't have a lot of custom stuff. That stuff's mostly newer to my part of my collection, so that's okay. No big deal on that one. 2, maybe the first thing I should have said was the name is not changing. When I kind of said rebrand, I wasn't meaning that the Papa Gourd bit was. I'm too stupid. I'm not too stupid. I'm whatever. I'm not giving that up. I was just thinking maybe the channel name needed some retooling. So I'm going to be looking at that maybe. Whether or not I just call it like, I don't know, Papa Gord's Toy Workshop. I just, maybe a couple of different changes might boost a few things. So if not, again, not a big deal. So, so the name's not changing. I'm not changing any of that stuff. It's, you know what? I was blessed with that little moniker and too stupid. Yeah, Linda, it's been that kind of a weekend. So it's just, yeah, just bear with me here. So, because I've only got a few more minutes before Paul's going to pop in, and then we need to talk with Paul. So yeah, so all that stuff's not going to change. Reviews are just done for now. Once things really start to ramp up again, and then I'm still going to just do them, and I can't promise I'm not going to get annoyed that the views and stuff aren't there or whatever, but I'm just going to go with the flow. So where's Toy Room? Yeah, I don't know. I may change it. I may not. I don't know. But then I'd have to probably get a new something made up. But yeah, so we'll see. So I mean, again, to the dumbasses out there that have nothing better to do than throw shade at people and stuff because their lives are miserable. Whatever. Unfortunately, any sour notes and messages I get, again, they just trace back to either a dead account or, whatever else. So it's just, a bunch of nutless wonders out there. So, but whatever, that's no big thing. New things start beginning this week. Tuesday is going to be a busy day for all of us Star Wars fans and for myself personally. I've got some stuff going on. So, so yeah. So that's kind of what's happening right now. So I don't want anybody stressed and thinking that that's just done and I'm finished. That's whatever. That's not what's going to happen. So things are going to go, but the live streams are just kind of where it's at for the time being. Maybe I'll try. I'm going to, things are in the works a little bit. I'm trying to think of a few other little things. I may end up in a few other streams possibly coming up as well. So we'll see what happens. So no big deal. It's all good. But after the live stream was over on Friday, I'm ticked, but I'm so happy. I love this. My 66 Lego Batmobile set showed up. And and Paul has popped in, so I'm going to bump him in here in a second. So yeah, this thing is great. It's got a little disc to spin it. I can't wait when the Batcopter set comes out. It's pretty well incredible. I'm very happy with it. And apparently this set's already on back order already now. So fantastic. And like I said, I'll get to this at some point tonight. Hopefully earlier the better, because I know Brian. Maybe Brian might have to be working in the morning, and he has to go to bed. So at some point. So other than that, yes, Paul from Paul's Collectibles is hanging out in the background. So we're gonna chat. We're gonna hopefully. I see some helmets back there, and that just makes me very happy. So we'll talk some stuff like that. Again, Barry, I see that you're in here right now, and I gotta say, next to your voice, Paul would easily. I could listen to him read the newspaper, and that would probably have me sleeping like a baby. So I think on that note, I don't think I can give a better intro than that right now. So for some smooth jazz, we'll bring him on out, and we'll just kind of hang out for a while and see what's going on. So how are you, my friend?
Gordo, how are you doing, sir?
Besides eating sidewalk yesterday and bruising the hell out of my knee and my ankle, I'm not too bad. So we decided to go for a bit of a walk and do some geocaching yesterday, and I guess my feet just decided they didn't want to work for about a half a second. And with having both my hips replaced now, I am so paranoid of if I do happen to take a fall. So I purposely tried to go, and I just kind of straight on the knee and on the ground right by an intersection, and it's a busy street, and I'm like just sitting there with my head don't look at this drive on by, like, oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I was really happy about the intro. I think that's the most polite way anybody's ever told me that my channel is very boring. So thank you.
Well, and I will say, I will go on record to say, if you go back and watch the first 10 minutes, I did say right off there, I'm like, and that's not a bad thing, because I have such a hard time sleeping. And you know what? I try with some of Barry's stuff, and I've been going back on some of your stuff as well to kind of get caught up a little bit. And again, sometimes it's things that you can just kind of listen to while you're moving some stuff around. But like, honestly, there was a couple of days I was just kind of sitting in my chair doing a few things, and I'm just kind of like, oh wow, oh, that was a few minutes. So, but it's it's a total compliment. So I just, sounds great. Let's see, people in here. Back up. Here, take a quiz. You're gonna smell good. Okay, all right, David. And that's great that you're enjoying your Vader hot toy. I'm so glad you finally got it, and you'll take baby steps for loving that thing. So yes, that 66 Batmobile set, very cool. I think the price on it isn't too bad. It's about 350 pieces. It's about $35 Canadian. $10 per 100 pieces is a pretty average price for a Lego set. Took me, about an hour and a half or so, kind of watching something with the wife and building at the same time. And then next thing I know, I'm like, oh, it's over already. So yeah. Oh, Hooter, how are you? Let's see, Crazy 8. Let's highlight a few. Yeah, oh yes. Toys R Us, all their Star Wars stuff is on sale right now, including the Black Series helmets and everything else. So I'm avoiding it.
More helmets, Gord.
Oh, you know what? Like, again, I just would love to reach through the screen, just grab that Shore Trooper helmet and just kind of go, oh, what's that over there? And just pop back in and go, yep, stream's over, guys. Thanks. I'm done for the night. So
see you later. Bye-bye. Yep.
Yes, exactly. So let's see. I know that probably a majority of Oakhurst, how are you? Probably a majority of the people who stream probably already do have some interaction or do know who you are, because honestly, our community, as as wide of a range as it is seems to keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So I mean, more people are coming in, but it's staying very close. So and I think that's fantastic. And again, it's different things. Action figures, your helmets. You know, I think there's some action figures that keep slipping into your collection a little bit more now. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, have you? Let me see. What would be the thing? Star Wars, always been a passion, always been a love for it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I like to think I look a lot younger than I am, but I'm way old. Like I'm 51. So I remember Star Wars in the theater.
Yep.
So you know, and I had all the original 5 POA figures when I was a kid in the 70s and 80s. And then you know, so we played with all that stuff. And then about 13, 14, I discovered Duran Duran and girls and kind of the Star Wars and the action figures kind of went by the wayside there. And I grew my hair out, thought I was going to be a rock star. And then in 1999, Phantom Menace came out. And I was walking through the Target. You know what a Target is. So I was walking through Target and I happened to glance over because that was back when they actually used to put, you know, Star Wars merchandise on the shelf. And there's a Samuel L. Jackson Mace Windu figure there. And I'm a big Sam Jackson fan. So I'm like, that's Sam Jackson on a Star Wars card dressed up as a Jedi. I gotta have that. Yep. And that was kind of the poke in the proverbial bladder. And then it's just been a flood ever since, man, since the last 22 years. So
dang, you know what? It's pretty similar. You and I, we're not that far. We're only 4 years apart because I'm 47, so I'll be 40. I'll be 48 in the summer. So, but yeah, I do remember, and I, from what I was told, for at least episode 4, I know for Empire and Jedi, I think I've seen every Star Wars opening night except for episode 8.
Oh wow!
Every other one I've seen opening night. So and yeah, I'm okay that I didn't see episode 8 on opening night. So, I still feel burned. I saw it at all, but you know, but that's okay. So
when my daughter's old and gone now, she's 25, but when she was younger, she would nerd out on this stuff with me. So the Marvel movies and the Star Wars movies, her mother was not interested in it at all. So it was like our daddy-daughter thing. So I got to see them all, if not the night they came out, soon thereafter with my daughter, which was a lot of fun. And we made some great memories.
Yes, yeah. Guess what, Carter? Like my son, he'll be 15 at the end of summer, and it's the same thing. I remember the first, like I took him to see a Phantom Menace when Lucas was going to be re-releasing them all in 3D, and Phantom Menace came out in 3D, so I brought him to that. And I think about halfway through, and he was still pretty young. And I just remember him just kind of looking at me, and I'm just kind of sitting there going, damn, this did not age very well. And all you did was make the lightsabers look like it's doing this a little bit.
Right, yeah.
He's just not digging it. And I think we actually left before it was even over. And
but wow.
The Marvel films, as soon as something comes out, he is hyped up, or any of the Disney Plus stuff or whatever, just hyped big time. And then my daughter, she's not like a doll kid or whatever. She's very crafty, and she's 9, but you know, I'm pretty impressed with her villain knowledge, and she's got a bunch of figures that she's got that she'll play with and do whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, the older one's into his girlfriend a little bit more and some gaming and stuff. So maybe I'm going to have to pull the younger one with me and start doing hunts with her. So, but yeah, it's been great to be able to go, and we'll snap that ceremonial shot in the theater and go, oh, here we're at Captain Marvel, or, you know, what have you. So
yeah, I've got all those pictures of us at the different movies in front of the marquee. And, you know, it didn't seem like a big deal at the time. And then you look back on it, and those are some of the most cherished moments I've spent with my daughter, is us just doing that stuff together.
100%. Yes. All right. Brian is my my plastic crack dealer. Brian has been the one who has turned me into a almost a full completionist for the Black Series line as far as convention pieces, because he just came upon me one day, and then all of a sudden things started showing up, and never stopped. And he's just a fantastic dude. I had him on the channel on an episode. So he's a member of the 501. So
I saw that. I saw that episode. I was asking him some questions and stuff.
Yeah. So so I was totally looking forward, making sure he was going to be able to make the stream today to fire some questions your way now. So
cool. Yeah, so I have 2 buddies that are in the 501st in LA, but their TK numbers are 5 digits. So if he's got a 4-digit TK number, he's been in there for a while. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So behind me there, actually, that is the Sideshow Collectibles full-size statue is what that is. If you go to their website, they have the life-size statues. That's what that is.
Oh. Well, maybe I have to use the Shore Trooper helmet and take that instead.
Yeah. Dude, Gord, my wife was here when they delivered it. They won't take it to a post office box or anything like that. And I figured, okay, it's probably because it's in a large box. They backed up a truck and got a pallet jack out and dumped a pallet of boxes in my garage. So I was glad I was home that day because the car was locked in and I did a video on building it and there's 40 tons of cardboard detritus when you're done. I was so shocked, but TK will like this. I actually have, you can't see it on camera. It's right here. I have a full set of armor, from Anovos. It was my very first video on this channel. As a matter of fact, I did an unboxing and it's set up in the corner here. So, but you can't see it.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't gone that far back yet. So now I know what my next few viewings are going to be. So
so that first video, my brother who's in the industry filmed it and edited it for me. It's like 27 minutes because we did the whole unboxing. And then my videos after that, excuse my language, they suck for a while because I was just doing this with my cell phone until I started learning how to edit and film. So you don't have to look at that. They're not that good.
Believe me, I feel I look back at mine and just kind of go, geez. But you know what? It's anything, right? You start off as a caterpillar and then you blossom into a butterfly or
I love the analogy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Linda has to ask this question to everybody. So, wrong one. Oh man, David, it jumped. Okay, here we go.
Actually, Linda, David does smell good.
Yeah, good. So Linda wants to
I feel like that guy from the Allstate commercial, whatever it is. Do khaki shorts count? I'm wearing khakis. Here, hold on. Here.
There you go, Linda. You got some skin. So there, every time I get up, she's always like, "Damn, he's wearing pants again." I'm like, I normally always wear something. If so, yeah, maybe one day. Right. Sorry, Linda. You threw the dice. That's what happened. So
you know what? You happen to catch me on the one night. Normally, my wife is never here because she works so much, but she's actually downstairs and has friends over. They're having so I had to put something more than just a shirt on. So usually I just sit here in my underwear. So she would have gotten a treat except for tonight. So,
ooh, Linda, look at that, eh?
Yeah. Maybe I'll come back on later. No one wants to see that.
There we go. We go to Paul's OnlyFans account for that. So, Darth, yes, sharing the hobby with the kids is definitely is. I mean, I'm glad that for as much as whatever the sequels are, what the sequels are, whatever, and you've got the animated stuff, and you've got there's other avenues or whatever, but at least it was a window into, because I think if those sequels wouldn't have come out, and the Marvel being what they are, that's fantastic. But with Star Wars being like my first love, very close next to Tron, but with Star Wars first, I was like, like they haven't. And again, we look at them, and I think they've aged the first three, like the original trilogy. The untouched versions, I think, have aged great because they do play like a space western, right? So, in that grittiness and everything. So it's like watching an old Clint Eastwood western movie. That's the way I feel with the Star Wars stuff. But I know you get the younger kids looking at it going, "What? That was you need to see that? Like, who made this?" And I could put that with a popsicle stick and a rubber band, and it would look better than what I'm watching. And I'm just, but it was great. New ones came out, so
yeah. I didn't realize how much of a void there was going to be when she went off to college, because she went a city 2 hours south of here, and then suddenly I was, I worked. I'm retired now, but I worked in a job with a bunch of alpha males, and like nobody, even if they did like Star Wars, wouldn't have admitted it. So I just found myself by myself doing all this stuff after my daughter left. So it was kind of weird. That was a good comment that Darth makes, because you just kind of realize, oh, I don't have anybody to do this with now. So
Yes, yeah, no, that's true. As much as you sit there and you joke about, oh man, I just can't wait for the kids to finally be up and out in a whole bit, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, yeah, because
yeah.
my wife, she watches her own stuff. She's got her stuff that she does or whatever, and this isn't her thing at all, and
Mm-hmm.
she knows
Same.
what it means to me or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, if the kids are gone, then she's gonna be upstairs. I'm gonna be sitting down here by myself. Maybe the cat's gonna decide, I'm gonna flip a coin to see who I'm gonna hang out with for a while, and then, that's how it is. But I know I always joke about, oh yeah, when Carter's gone, I'm gonna take the whole basement over and more shelves. But I know as soon as he's gone, I'll be like, all right, I
Yeah.
don't have him to. So yeah, definitely. So
And it happens fast too. It's a good and a bad thing, and it happens really fast. She went from, barely being able to walk to driving off to college like that. So yeah,
yes.
yeah, G-Force. I used to think I should have sent you the picture. You could have put it up. I used to think I was John Taylor. I played bass. I had the long hair and the earrings, and was 100 pounds lighter, back then. So and played in a bunch of bands up and down. We have something here called Mill Avenue, which is right out of Arizona, right outside of Arizona State University. And back in the 80s, that's where all the cool bands played. And if I can brag a little bit, my claim to fame is I played in a band that regularly played the same stages. We either opened up or they opened up for us with the Gin Blossoms. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had Gin Blossoms. There we go. That's some raging '90s music right there.
Yeah.
So,
and it was so hilarious because bands that I thought were going to make it, and you've never heard of, and all these jangle rock bands like the Refreshments and Gin Blossoms that came out of that scene, I'm like, those guys are never going to make it. What do I know?
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. It's my wife used to live quite a few years up in Toronto. So, and she was like right in the core. So when we were first dating, and then when we were first married and stuff like that, and we would be heading into Toronto all the time to go, to some of the bars to support, which would have been bigger Canadian bands back in the day, in the 90s or whatever. But, definitely there's a lot more people out there now, and people more like, oh, Justin Bieber and whatever. But the amount of name drops for her at the place that they used to rent, she's like, oh yeah, well, we used to have, again, any Canadians in this chat, like, people from Blue Rodeo and like just other things. She's like, oh yeah, I know that guy, and yeah, we had this guy, and friends of hers is actually band management for these other groups and whatever else. And you go into some of the bars and the bouncers know her, and they're like, oh hell, and I'm like, what the, like, holy, and
I'm so proud of you, Gord. You got you a cool girl. Good for you, man. All right, yeah.
So, just insane, just at the center of the Canadian music scene back in the day or whatever. So
that must have been awesome.
yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, definitely, we still can't go and see anything right now. I'm still waiting on if they're going to cancel. Speaking of Duran Duran, not specifically them, but I had tickets. We were supposed to go last September and see New Order with the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, that would have been cool. Oh.
And because of COVID, they're like, we're going to move it to next year. So technically, they haven't canceled yet. But I'm like, we're already in May. September's really not that far off in the grand scheme of things. Like, so I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, I did see New Order fairly recently, within the last couple of years or whichever. But I'm like, oh man, Pet Shop Boys have eluded me twice, and I need to cross them off my bucket list because I missed REM, and I don't think I'm ever going to get that shot unless they do a reunion tour. So I need that check mark, but you know what? I'll make do for now. But let's see.
Which one of those 80s bands is the one you've seen the most?
Erasure is my
really.
Yes, I have seen them 17 out of 18 times that they played Toronto.
Oh my god! Oh, I was gonna say mine is the Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, OMD, because I've seen them 4 times.
Oh, we just saw them for the first time. It was the Friday before I had my my second hip replacement. It was Berlin, OMD, and the B-52s all played together.
That's badass. They're like 10 years older than us and they're still out there going. I love it, man.
But they like Berlin opened, and I was like, well, whatever. I could take or leave Berlin, but she has aged very gracefully over the years.
Oh, good.
And doing, Take My Breath Away and riding on the metro and whatever. And then OMD came out, and my wife and I were blown away. The show they put on was like, when they are coming back and they're going to headline, we are so going. And then the B-52s limped out on stage. I saw them back when they put out the good. I think was it the album after the one that had Love Shack. So it was like Good Stuff, whatever. And they played with the Violent Femmes. And
okay, yeah.
So was fantastic, and to see them years later, Fred was looking like he was about 106, and he was just kind of just stand. And we left. I was like, you know what? OMD puts it. They were fantastic, but oh my god, full time would be incredible. So
he still dances around like he's on a marionette string with that bass guitar. It's amazing. If I did that, I'd break a hip or a knee or something, for goodness sake.
Yeah. I don't need another replacement right now, but yeah.
Right. So, you know what? To answer Mr. B's question, I don't have any 3D printed helmets right now. There's a couple of the Clone Phase 2 and the Clone Phase 1 came from private vendors, and they're all casts. But I actually am working on getting the Transport Trooper from The Mandalorian. That's going to be my first 3D print, and I'm going to get it actually raw, and I'm going to try and do it myself. Me and my buddy from the 501st. But right now, I don't have any 3D prints. They're all either manufactured and there's a few Black Series.
Damn. Yeah, they are. Oh, even that Patrol Trooper, that one just stands like. It's the only thing. Like I don't. Well, I guess you always have to know why, because I guess the bad guys always have to be covered up or something, so they're all just faceless, whatever. But it's automatically where you go. I always, if I'm looking, the armor always pulls me straight into the shelves first, and then it's like maybe the lightsaber might be number 2, but it's any of the different armor styles, and the helmets are just fantastic.
Yeah. See, I don't collect Black Series. But man, I tell you, these trooper figures, the troopers just love them. So I feel you on that one, man, for sure.
Yeah, I love that shadow box idea. So we were like with the geocaching that we've been doing lately, and we found a few that you leave something and then you can take something out of the box, and just keeps going with the GPS and stuff. So I'm like, we're gonna have to do a shadow box with some of the goofy stuff that we found so far. And so I've been throwing some of my stickers in a few of them, and
cool,
a few other things or whatever. I'm like, why not? It's like, somebody might come across them one day, or who knows what. And you meet some pretty interesting people. And then again, with there not being any physical in-store shopping except for groceries right now still in my province. So it's just like, well, I guess as long as the weather's okay, then we're outside trying to somewhat keep occupied, because I'm like, we can't stay down in the basement all the time, so we gotta get out there. So
the shadow box thing, I'm a huge shadow box nerd. I have my military stuff when I was in the Army in one. When I retired from where I last worked, I have a shadow box for that, and I've got these things in shadow. I've got 3 of them, and my Snow Trooper Black Series figure, because I don't collect them clearly, will be here soon, and I'll have a 4th, and then I got to stop after that. So
yeah. We all know what that's like, absolutely. So
for sure.
So how many helmets do you have presently?
So let's see, the shelves are 4. So what is that? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because there's one down here, and 17. And then so I have 18 total, with 3 more on the way. And as you can see, I need another glass shelf. So
yes. Favorite helmet?
That's easy. Let me see if I can point to it here. It's always backwards. It's not like a mirror.
Yes.
Death Trooper, right there.
Yeah.
So the Death Troopers are actually my favorite. When they came on the screen in Rogue One, Papa, it's like they could have green screened the next 2 hours, and I would have been happy with the movie. I loved those characters. And
Yes.
that helmet is actually one of my best quality helmets too. It came from a company called Anovos. They're basically defunct. They don't send out Star Wars stuff anymore. We won't get into that, but you can't get anything from them. But it's made of fiberglass and metal and like real like tempered plastic. And it's almost like a motorcycle helmet. I just love that thing. And it fits my Gargantua melon head too. I was excited when I got it. So
Excellent. Yeah, I saw I was, I've been talking either out of my backside or just in the chat. I would love to have a full suit of armor, and to be able to go out when conventions and cons and all that stuff are a thing again, and whatever else. And I'm like, would it come to the point that because I know what I would have to do. I would easily have to say I can't collect anything for probably a year, if not definitely maybe even a little bit longer than that. And I know with my OCD, I don't know if my brain could process no little things just because I'm going for the big prize type of thing. Yeah. And so I don't really look, because the more I look, the more I get really pulled in on it. And so I happen to be looking on Facebook Marketplace, and a guy that I kind of know through an old Star Wars community fan group type of thing that would do charity events. And I actually had them work because I used to run some video stores years and years ago, and grand opening, I had them come and do the grand opening, and I had them come back when the Star Wars trilogy first got released on DVD, and we had a blast. So he's a member of the 501, and he does a whole bunch of different armor styles. So he's got a 90% complete first order TIE pilot outfit done.
Wow. That's cool.
I was like, I don't know if that would be I still want to do a trooper. And so I'm like, well, no, that wouldn't be the one. But that was 1,200, I think 1,200 Canadian is what he wanted. And he said there was some work left to do. Like I said, 90%, but I was like, 1,200 doesn't sound outrageous. But then I saw somebody just selling a raw set of Stormtrooper armor that you had to build the entire thing and the whole bit. And I think he wanted $800 or $900. And I was like, oh, and I got to build it. No, that's not happening.
So those I don't know the specific Canadian exchange rate, but those sound about right. If you're into that kind of thing. And for me, I'm like you. This Mortar Trooper helmet down here, that's a Black Series incinerator trooper that I took apart and modified and sprayed myself. And that's as far into building these things as I want to get, because I don't have the patience for it. So
yes, no, that looks great. I love like the incinerator, just with the way that the red comes down, but then to see the mortar tree, I'm like, oh, that red looks great. That yellow looks even better. So I was like, yes, we question, we got to wait for whenever they decide that they're gonna, bring it out and give it to us, because we know eventually it's going to be a Black Series anyway. So
sure, they have that base Stormtrooper helmet. They can just continue to slap different colors on it and different deco like they've been doing. And guys like me for sure will pick it up. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Let's go back up. Let's see what we got. What's in the box? Oh, should I get to that right now?
Oh, yeah. I saw you were, just as I popped in, you were talking about, don't wait on me. Go ahead and open that thing up.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. No, this is funny because, again, I knew something was coming, and Brian's stuff just, I don't know if he bribed somebody in the postal service to get it from California to here, because it makes it really ridiculously quick. So we don't get postal deliveries on Sundays normally. So either there was a backup or something. So of course they stuck this right at my front door. So I decided to go outside to see what the temperature was like, and I nearly over, after I'm like, somebody's trying to tell me something this weekend that I shouldn't even be on my feet, I think. So
stay in the house, Gord. Stay in the house, bro. You're gonna break something this week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Well, I cut this open. Let's see. The TIE Pilot, the original TIE Pilot helmet I think is great. I love the AT-AT driver helmet is beautiful too.
They're kind of hard to see, but I've got a tie up there, and an
Yep.
ad as well on top. So, and then that's the new Mandalorian Black Series that just came out right there. So,
Man, it looks so much. I thought about doing a pre-order on that one, or maybe getting it, but now that I see more people that have gotten it, it looks really good. I was worried about how they were going to pull the shine and the whole bit to try to imitate Beskar in a helmet form. So
I was shocked, Gord, because I took a chance because I'm like, they're just not going to be able to do this. And when I pulled it out of the box, I was like, you have got to, it even feels like metal, whatever they do. And it's clearly plastic. So they did a really good job.
Maybe a sale, but yeah, I just don't have any space now. Well, no, I don't have any space for anything like that yet. But again, like I say, when Carter moves out, he's got a 3x4 set of shelves that would be perfect for setting helmets in there. But the dust, the elusive dust would get, so I would need to go glass cabinets for sure. So, all right, let's see. This is going to be, let me take this off quick. So Brian's first attempt at figure customization in paint only. Excellent. All right. Weapons have been done with silver dry brush on the figure chin, the rest weathered. I'm kind of sort of happy with the results. I hope you'll at least like it. Legs are a little loose, but he can still pose okay. Keep up the great work on those videos. Your friendly neighborhood stormtrooper, Brian. Oh, and his fab wife, Cammie. All right, there we go. That's excellent. So, Brian, you guys know, like the custom stuff is, again, I know, and I don't like to downplay it to say that just to splash a little bit of paint on something. I mean, it takes effort. Regardless if you're just a stripe on something, it changes. And it becomes yours. So, more bubble wrap. I can't get enough of the bubble wrap. You have to go and buy it. So, all right. Oh, bubble wrap. Ooh, where are we going in with? Oh, look at you with the Bly. God, love a good trooper. So,
I'm in the right place. This is awesome. I want to see this too.
yeah. No, that is great. He is definitely one of my favorite. I'm gonna have to pull the other one, the actual one, off the shelf, and have to do a bit of a comparison. So I can
this one's a custom right here. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. So Brian, he did some paint adjustments to the figures, because that is definitely one thing with the Black Series that I will say is that they put so much money into when they put us a new mold, but with all the inner workings and stuff like that sometimes they just skimp on the paint detail. Like that new Boba Fett, he is so clean, but then I've seen Brian went and just hit him with a little bit of a wash on the lower half to make his pants look a little bit dirty, and a few other, and it just pulls that figure super tight. So all right, let me get, sorry, Linda, I got pants on again, sorry, but
just no love for Linda tonight, I guess, huh?
No. Sorry, Linda. I know. Maybe one day I might have to be really out of my head for that, but yeah.
Have a bunch of guests on. We'll all get drunk together and take our pants off.
There we go. There we go. Absolutely. Okay. So let's get his foot up there.
I can see the top of the helmet. That's already good looking.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Let's see. This gun guy. So this is original. And I tell you, I keep looking the wrong way on the stupid camera all the time.
You're making me dizzy.
Yeah. So the original one, you can just see how blatantly stark white. And they try to go to the effort and give you a little bit of, look, he stepped in some mud. And like the back of him, they just nothing on here at all. They just super shiny, clean. And then, you can definitely see right there. So he's,
looks like
the arms, so much. Like Brian, cool. What? This is, again, I can't bring myself to actually do, but I don't have any paints, but I have promised myself that I think I've got an extra crappy first order trooper kicking around that I think is going to be my first attempt at trying to do my own paint or something on one. So, because I mean, it's, might as well give it a shot. So,
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Man.
absolutely. Yes. And then,
I took one of the what are the incinerator trooper ones, the Black Series, and I painted it yellow. And you know what? It's hard. Okay, first of all, you got to be really meticulous, and but the end result when you see it, when you did it yourself, you're like, this is really cool. And I put it back in the box, and I love the thing. And,
so yeah. And there you can see on the gun, you can see the silver on there, right?
That's cool.
It just helps bring out, because the mold on some of these, especially the updates with the more solid plastic, and you can just see more of the detail, which this is what you get with them, and you can't, like, again, we're getting older. My eyes are already shot. I'm going like this, trying to go. I think that's the line on that. So
you see me up here on the laptop trying to see what you're like. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. But that's one of my. What's going on? But Brian. Thank again. I'm speechless. So this is incredible. Guy, one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite troopers as well. So again, just to see, a lot of guys are getting into doing their own thing, and like I had like Linda sent me a custom a while back, and she took one of the flame troopers. And
I saw that episode. Yeah,
so
that was really cool.
That is just crazy great. And she's been putting some. I think she's been putting some pictures up on her Instagram and sends me pictures all the time of some of the new stuff. She sent some customs to Brian, who just got a couple of pieces from her, and I think they look really really nice. So I got to try it. At least try it once. If it doesn't work, I didn't really lose anything, right? So
I will tell you, Gord, I had leftover yellow from where I did this spray paint. This is rattle can. So I sprayed that into a paper plate and made a pool of paint, and then took like this $2 brush that like kids would use to paint that figure, and it's still. Yeah. And so if I can do that, you can definitely do it, big dog. Trust me.
All right, there we go. Okay, all right. Yep, I'm gonna. Yeah, I can see a whole bunch of suckers just looking for some paint down on the shelf over there. So
there you go.
Yeah, the FET. I almost am tempted to maybe get a second FET and maybe do some dry brushing and stuff, just to dirty his pants up a little bit, because I do really like the Jedi FET. He's like there's a few little nitpicks or whatever, but yeah, he's just his pants are just so clean. It's almost like just got him out. He's just shaking out of the dryer to get the wrinkles out, and then off he goes. I'm like, oh, come on, he's in the desert. Like you can't be that clean in the desert. So.
Right. Jabba's like, I see you got dressed and cleaned up to come to my sail barge today.
See, he's too busy flirting with some of the Roydarians or whatever. So it's like,
right, yeah. Oh my. So. You know what? I love George Lucas, but I could have done without that scene. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted my Boba Fett just badass. I don't want him to be like, pimp-tastic or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh man, like just majority of it. I mean, mind you, when the Death Star explosions hit and he got that extra oomph to it, I can appreciate that stuff. I don't think we ever needed to see Jabba the Hutt in Episode 4. I hate Han Solo stepping on his tail. It just it bothers me so bad. Super cringe. Super cringe.
Shoot first and I mean, some of the other. What would you like? You want to come and just wave it? Come on, once. No, you chicken. All right. Good night, everybody. I know you guys haven't seen her in a while, and she just doesn't want to come around the corner. But I guess it's her bedtime. There we go. Good. It'll get a little quiet around here now. So, let's see, Mr. B. Did you put a pauldron on your bomber trooper? I don't know, Mr. B. Are you throwing that at me? If you're throwing that at me, probably not me, unless you guys are talking in the chat. So
I don't know if he's asking about the one that I painted, because the incinerator trooper comes with the red pauldron. I literally took that same pulled up spray paint and meticulously painted his pauldron yellow too. So like I said, Gord, if I can do it, and I'm stupid, I'm not artistic at all. If I can do it, you can totally do it, man. Trust me.
Okay. I'm feeling a little psyched now. So there we go. So
GeForce has a good point. So when I weathered this guy, I used a black Sharpie around some of the edges, and I smudged it immediately and then hit it with a little light sandpaper. He's got a good point. That works great.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's a nice tip. Excellent. Hey, Aaron, how are you?
Aaron.
All those old blind folks. Yeah, I want to try to wear this accessory.
Dude, I
How
have
did
my
you
glasses on.
when you were young? Yeah, our eyes were a whole lot better back then. That's for sure.
Oh,
My back just those damn kids on the front lawn, and oh my god, it's just so bad. So, yes.
Unlike you, the worst injury I get sleeping now. I wake up and I'm like, what happened last night?
Yeah, I've been getting really bad leg cramps in the middle of the night to the point that I have to jump out of bed to try to stand up again because they just cramp in. Oh, so bad. But my coworker tells me if you put a couple bars of soap and a couple of socks, one at the front, the head of your bed, one at the base of your bed. It's something about some of the whatever that's in some of the soaps. It's more of a natural thing, and it kind of softens things up a bit. And apparently that helps soak into. It's a Portuguese thing, I guess. So I'm like, I'll have to give it a shot. So there you go. If you got leg cramps, put some soap in your bed and let me know in one of the future chats how that worked for you. So, oh yeah, David, you walked to school uphill both ways in the snow. Yeah.
And he was thankful. You remember? Yeah. We had the nickel and we were thankful. Yeah. Right.
Oh my God.
I love Bill Cosby's routine on that. It's awesome.
Yeah. As you know what, as much as whatever Bill Cosby present, I still listen to some of the old stuff anyway. I guess it's just back then, that's just comedy gold. I mean, I don't care what people say, but you know. So.
Someone once told me never meet your heroes because they're going to let you down. So just comedian Bill, good to go. Hilarious stuff from the 80s. I don't know about Bill now. I ain't even worried about it. So
no. Yes, absolutely. Apprentice. Yeah, word. Oop, that jumped again. I tell you, here we go. Glasses since kindergarten. Yeah.
Wow. Do you see that, Gord? He's got that brand new logo. Have you seen that yet?
Yes, I managed to pop in just for a smidge for the 900 and saw that. I was like, that is really, really sharp, So
I was jealous. I'm like, I want to get a different logo, but I've already made all these shirts and everything, so I'm just sticking with this.
Well, hey, you know what? It go with what works. Like I said, for my logo, I got lucky because originally I just found some generic. Again, I appropriated it, just a random picture off the internet because I just didn't know what was going to happen with this. If anybody was going to subscribe, like any. So I'm like, well, here, we'll just throw up something temporary. But because of just a couple of figures I was trying to get rid of, a graphic guy was looking for them and services for toys or figures or whatever. And then I was like, perfect. So it took him a few days. He zipped up that little intro and the logo. And I'm like, that works for me. Thank you very much. It looks a little bit more professional, at least, and I can say that's my picture and not some other dude who put that together that I'm using. Kind of like the background I have now with the Darth Santa Claus. I just found that picture. I'm like, I love it so much. But I'm gonna look see who made it and see if I can maybe get it or something. I don't know. So.
Your intro is awesome. I love the music on that. It's like funky, man.
Yeah, he just did. He goes, well, what do you want? I'm like, you know what? I'll give you carte blanche. You do it and send me the thing, and we'll see what happens. And that's what he came up with. So I'm like, yep, I'm okay with that. So nice. No problems there. So 15K, 20K back. Okay, I missed that part. Let's see. Linda, lunch, rubber band, and a toothpick. Okay. Yeah. But I don't know how. See, in Clone Command, that was, I don't know. I know some people use, I think, was it Fiverr? Is that
Fiverr? Yeah, that's what Brandon used.
Yeah, and Brandon Sleeping uses it as well. You can get guys or gals, anybody they'll do thumbnails, so and whatever else. So that may be, honestly, I think if I can't get the guy who did my stuff now, if I can't get, because I'm looking to do a couple of tweaks here and there, then I may try and go that route a little bit too. So yeah, I think the channel name may change. The whole Papa Gord, the Canadian Santa Claus, that's not going to go anywhere. But I think the channel, I need to, I don't know, maybe tag a few things on it and see if maybe maybe if that gets a little bit more hits. So I'm looking to add either toy or something, you know, like the toy workshop, or I don't know, like we'll see. But yes, let's see, Francois. No, I'm not streaming Tuesday. Even though it's a big day, and I tried to get the day off instead of Friday, like I was off on Friday. So, but I am going to be live streaming. I'm going to be on Sleeping's channel on Tuesday night doing a Star Wars trivia contest. Whew, so there's that's not stressful. So that's where I'm going to be Tuesday night.
Don't blow it on live TV, Gord.
Yes. Oh, so yes. Oh, it'll be like, okay, we're going up against how many people now? 4. There's three plus me. Okay, well, we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there.
Who's the other people that you're going up against? Do you know? Or is it just you and Sleeping?
No, Sleeping's going to host it. Myself, Chris, I can never get it out. The 1000th Ghost.
1000th Ghost, yeah.
That's one.
Oh boy,
crap! I can't remember the other 2. So yeah, so that's going to happen. So you guys hopefully can make that. So it'll be interesting. I think he's doing a couple of giveaways for the people watching the contest. And then he's putting something out there for whoever wins the trivia contest between. There we go. Thanks, Sleeping. There we go. Destination Stone. And yeah, 1000th Ghost. So
you got some competition, big dog. You have to bring your A game on that one.
I think so. I think with Chris alone, that man. I think he's probably forgotten more.
He knows everything, man. That guy.
It's unbelievable. I have no. He's. I would say probably the one. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. Like I feel to brag. I remember playing one round of Star Wars Trivial Pursuit, and I won the game in one turn, and nobody else got to play. And I was like, maybe I spent too much time watching way back then, but now it's been a little while since, and so we'll have to see. Oh,
well, I wish you luck. I hope it goes well.
Thank you. Oh, here we go. Keep this in mind. How tall was Peter Mayhew? I gave that one for free yesterday. Oh, okay.
I actually know that. He's 7'2". 7'2", I think.
Okay. Oh, look at David banging that out there. David, maybe.
There you go.
There we go. Excellent. So that's Tuesday. Friday, I think I'm going to be on with Reynolds Reviews, Universal Collector, and Shabby.
Universal Shabby Reviews.
Yes, the Universal Shabby Review Show. Yes, yeah, so I'm going to be on that on Friday, live from my work. So you won't see the background. And then Sunday I'll be back. So a couple of reviews to come out in between those 2 G.I. Joe figures. I got to do at some point again, and then it's just going to be just live streams for a little while, guys, so I can. I just gotta clear the head a little bit and knock some cobwebs out, and then just just kind of just start shrugging stuff off. So I see, and then that's also May the 4th. So I see my new doctor that day too. So I'm looking forward to that. So
yeah. And you talked about that kind of stuff in the past, Gordon, and I emphasize. I feel not for you, but I kind of, because you take this. This is very important to you, and it's very serious. And I know that when you don't get the views and things like that, it gets frustrating. So I just get excited if I get 100 views on a video. And same piece of advice: if you're not having fun, switch it to whatever you want, so it's fun for you, man. Because otherwise, you'll just come home and smash your head into the keyboard.
and that was absolutely it. Because I reached out to Sleeping, and then I reached out to Uncle Mike, and I was talking with them a little bit, and that's always what it's been. And like my wife's always said, I always worry about everybody else, and if there's anything left over, then that's for me. And knowing when I did start dropping nuggets about, anxiety and depression, my OCD and other things. And of course, I'm not the only person in the world that has issues like that. I know a bunch of my inner circle here suffer from it, or, and some people have been in a bubble of one, so they've not been able to interact with anybody. So I always feel most of the time, like I have to get out there. I have to at least stream so I can talk with people and stuff like that. And And then like the videos, I'm like, yeah, I always take things so personal, regardless if it's been meant to be personal or not, or if it's just a random, like I said, with the thumbs down, I'm like really, really, I know it's, you know what? YouTube looks at it as if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. They don't care. I was never ever worried about numbers way back when, and I don't know why numbers now seem to bother me. Subscribers, I said the minute I hit that 1,000, I was like, oh, I don't care if I get one more subscriber, because I love the group that I have here. Uncle Mike had said to me, he goes, I'm super jealous. He goes, you've built such a great community here. And he goes, you know, and I'm like, I do know that, but again, it's trying to take the compliments, which I'm not normally used to taking, and going, oh man, like, oh, you know, that feels like pins and needles when people say nice things all the time. So I do appreciate it, and I know people are genuine about it, but yeah, I don't know, it's just it's just a frustration thing. And I do know that reviews definitely, unless you've been around for so long, like Shartimus Prime, you know, Robo, you know, and from Toy Galaxy, like those guys, those are some of the pioneers that have been around for a while now. And unless you're those guys and you've had that foothold, you know, this has always been meant just to be just whatever. It was supposed to be for the kids, turned into it went to me. And then I just like, really? I never, you know, when we used to have to do public speaking, I hated public speaking, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this too. And now over 2+ years, you know, instead of me being like, oh yeah, so look at this, you know, now I'm just it feels so much more comfortable now. So, but yeah, I do that. Yeah.
I don't think it's anything to sneeze at, man. I know that you're not good at taking compliments, because you know I watch your streams a lot, but the group of people that you have here, I see the same names, and it's not just one or two. There's a bunch of people that come back just to see you, and I don't think that's a small accomplishment in this day and age, because with this past year, people have so many streams, so many channels they could go to, and yet here they are. And I think that says a lot about how genuine you are and how much people enjoy chilling with you. So I think you should just go with it.
I do, honestly. Like I do, like it's a hard thing. Like when I took that break back in November or whatever, like that, it was a hard thing just to and just to try to stay away from social media and whatever, because that was me just buying into every negative email, social media message that came to me, and I'm like, again, if you have, and then now I'm just like, whatever. As soon as I see it, like I said, I get the odd trolls here and there, and I'm like, again, you've nothing better to do, just whatever. So now I don't even bother opening them; they just go straight to the junk, and it's like, you know what, whatever. It's no big thing. Yes, hopefully things will maybe change a little bit. I do want to get better with some of the recording and some of the. I mean, that just comes with time. I'm waiting for my nephew again once things open up, and he's more computer literate than I am, and you know, and whatever. But I mean, you know, I've seen, and I've had people mention and go, look, there's other guys that have thousands of subscribers and their videos are complete garbage. But
terrible, right? I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like, okay, well, that's the case. Then I guess a few extra ums and ahs that I throw in there for my Canadianness, then I'm like, whatever. So
you know, it's just that one video you made where you let people see the bloopers, and you tried to say like that one thing like 15 times, and I just wanted to reach through the camera and hug you. I'm like, bro, just be you, man. We love you. We don't care. Just say whatever you want. It's all good. So.
Yeah, no, I sit there and I get a laugh out of that all the time now too, because again, previous me would have never put anything like that for anybody to see, let alone on the internet, where anybody who might come across it may see it one day. But I'm just like, yeah, whatever. The Rock, the whole "do you smell that is so beyond me. I was like, what was that? And I was sober when I did that. So
because I remember asking, I was like, were you drunk when you filmed that? It was awesome, dude. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, Linda, you kind of missed the one takes. You know, they're mostly kind of there. I've just kind of been putting an intro in there again. And you know what? I'm just trying to, you know, throw stuff at the wall and see if anything sticks. If it does, then I blended in a little bit. I think the snow case, being able to show off some of the custom stuff that people have sent over, the couple of years that I've been around. I think everybody, they deserve the props and to say, hey, look, you took the time. Again, Brian throwing some paint and weathering on this, or Linda basically barbecuing a trooper to the crisp. I think it's fantastic, and that's what my eye goes to. It goes most of the time. It goes to the custom pieces first before it goes to the Disney-fied stuff, or oh, hey, look, we're using the old Stormtrooper mold again, even though we've got a phenomenal new one, but here we're going to give you the old one at least one more time because we haven't milked that mold long enough yet. So
right, and because they know we keep coming back. Just...
I'm really starting to stress for Tuesday. I don't honestly know what to expect for besides those 4 Target figures that have already broken. And of course, there's one guy that's showing them in hand right now, and he's doing a live stream. I don't even know why I'm plugging him. But I don't remember his name, and that's fine. And anybody who's Canadian knows, don't put it, I don't care. So, but he's doing the Toys R Us thing. So he's the one that's showing the pictures of the actual figures in hand right now. So, because he's going to be doing an unboxing of those 4 because Toys R Us is finally trying to get into pre-orders. So this will be a fun time, I think, for them for some of this stuff. So 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday morning. My doctor's appointment is online at 9 o'clock. So it's going to be super straight. And then we got the stuff going on starting at 11. So I don't know. Maybe this is them Hasbro kicking me in the ass for complaining that we haven't had a lot out this year yet. So this could be the floodgates finally starting to open, and then going, that 100+ figures you got last year. Well, guess what? Here's 200+ figures. So.
Right. Yeah. And you said something that reminded me. I think it was earlier this year, maybe late last year. I got to the point where I was trying to get stuff as quickly as possible so I could be one of the first to review it and get those views. And I started to get addicted. It's kind of a strong word, but I was getting that, that hit. I'm like, oh, if I get it out fast, I'll get 1,000 views quick. And I started going to Targets and Walmarts, and I came home one day and I realized I wasn't having any fun because I was so frustrated because there was never anything in the store. And I had to take a step back, and, I preach a lot, like I know what the heck I'm talking about, but I had to remind myself, why are you doing this? What is this YouTube thing for? And it was a hobby to learn how to edit videos and have fun collecting Star Wars stuff. And so I just refused to go to the stores and try to do that anymore because I had to get my own brain right again.
No, and you saying that right now, that's all kind of, I'm almost kind of that, like, as far as going hunting, and going and hitting multiple places in a few hour time span, I've been so over that for a while now because it dried up pretty quick. And then again, a lot of collectors around here, they know Canada, and I know other places like UK, Australia, all those. I know it's a real first world problem. Oh, geez, I'm in Canada, and all my figures came out a month after the Americans got theirs. But there are some times that there's just these drag, and you're going like Boba Fett. Boba Fett's been out a little while in the States. I've only had him a week, and I'm like, this is kind of frustrating. Amazon Canada sucks with the pre-orders, so they usually get canceled all the time. So you got to have a backup for it, and what have you. But that's where I got to, that I'd see guys in other groups I belong to that were like, oh yeah, I was already at this store, and I cleaned them out, and I'm like, oh Jesus, like I was at one location on my way to that location. I'm like, well, I guess I'm done. I'm not going to go and camp out in front of a store before it opens, just to see if I get that slim chance to maybe find something. So again, like I know I keep saying, I'm just doing all my pre-orders now, and I'm just going to get to that point that, hey, maybe I get lucky, I get the odd figure that might be a little bit earlier, then I can put a review out there, and maybe I can spark something. But we'll see what happens. But I'm it's a slippery slope, man.
Find yourself driving yourself crazy.
Well, and that's it. Like, honestly, really, what's the point now? Because if you can't collect them, and can't enjoy them, then it's just like I don't want to look at my stuff and go, God, that was so irritating to find that figure where I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like, look at what I got, instead of going, oh, forget it. That took me 47 hours and 18 Walmarts and and I just don't want to remember that part of it, right?
Right. Yeah. I did 17 stores in 2 days trying to grab that wave of figures that had Zutton in it. And I think it was Grief Karga and stuff like that. And and I'm like, what? This isn't even any fun. And in Arizona now, it's 100 degrees right now. So going outside is a chore. So I was like, but I will tell you, there's a ray of hope here, because when it ebbs, it also flows, because the Mandalorian helmet wasn't supposed to get here till June for me, but my buddy hooked me up and I was starting to feel that stress. Everybody's got them and they're doing their reviews and where's mine? But he hooked me up. The flip side to that is I'm supposed to get my first order Black Series in September. It'll be here tomorrow. So God smiles on you sometimes, and sometimes he, smacks you in the butt. So you just got to take the good with the bad. So,
Jeez, yeah. And that's exactly it. Like, I know, again, now I'm seeing that, like, Brandon has, he's got some of the Jackson and those four fancy figures. He's already got a few of them already, and I'm like, I'm getting that, man. I shouldn't be stressed at the fact that I'm like, oh man, it's more of a jealousy factor a little bit. Like, man, like, this is now, how much longer do I have to wait till I get mine? But I know it comes and goes, because I know I've gotten stuff, and people like getting the Mandalorian Biker Scout with the speeder bike. I had that for the end of the year. And people, how the hell? And I'm like, yep, I got it. Oh yeah. And I had so exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it gets your competitive streak up a little bit, your jealousy streak up, and then, like I said, it's an overt act. I have to tell myself, it's plastic spacemen, Paul. Calm down, and so
yeah. See, Predator now back up to the product you can get it earlier. It's my retro collection. I found Target. Yeah, and that's what a lot of I hear all the time. Mike does it. Brian. A lot of other guys that they found the stuff in store because they're like, Jesus, I've had this stuff on pre-order forever, and why, and it's some of the big companies that are, Dorkside's had issues and again,
I noticed that something's going on over there. They're getting really weird all of a sudden. So
so I don't, again, being up here, I don't order from the States too often, again, the exchange rate and the shipping charges and stuff like that or whatever. So, but at times it is slightly a little bit more beneficial. I'm tempted that, like, we used to use a PO box service just over the border. And so you just go over and it was there. You'd pay $5 to use the service, and it was perfect. They'd hold on to it. I think they'd give you 30 to 60 days that they would hold it. And then
good deal.
Yeah, it would send it back or whatever. It's like perfect. So on our way back, coming home, we'd stop there, pick up, and then that was it. But now with this going on right now, I'm like, I'm not gonna chance it, because
you can get over here, but you won't be able to get back.
No, yeah. So I think they still said, maybe the end of June or the end of May. It might still be the end of May. Like the border, like we haven't been able. They've closed the border between us and Quebec, us and Manitoba. We can't get over to Buffalo, New York border or any of that stuff. Like that's it. Unless you've got valid reasons for needing for work or stuff like that, that's it. We're here. So not great.
Wow. And I talked to my wife about you specifically, because you're the Canadian that I know the best, and the English guys, because we live in Arizona, and this is as close to the Wild West as you can get. The closest we came to shutting things down is you could only have 20 people in a restaurant instead of 40, and we're basically open here. So I feel so bad for you guys that are still, like, the English guys are getting pulled over randomly, and the cops ask them, "Where do you think you're going?" I'm like, the cops would get shot if they did that here. You can't do so. Yes, I feel so bad for you guys.
Same thing up here. The police were granted the extra power, and another group, oh man, I can't think of them right now. But a lot of the local law enforcement were kind of like, thank you, but no, thank you. We're not. Good. I was very impressed. I mean, considering the amount of shots that police in general are just been taking in the last couple of years or whatever, that
Yeah.
I was like, hey, good for you guys that you're not gonna overextend your powers a little bit. But
Right.
I
Yeah.
got stopped. I did get stopped once, and luckily I had my school ID with me still. And they're like, "Well, I'm like, I'm coming. Well, school doesn't that get done?" I'm like, I clean the school, so I work till 11:30 at night. I'm driving home, and they're like,
Okay.
okay. I'm like seriously, trust me. Honestly, there's nothing else to do. Why else would I be out? I just want to go home.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
going to the toy store or, whatever at midnight, because we can't do that. So just let me be.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's I don't know. They went. We were supposed to be out of lockdown, I believe, now, but then they extended it for like 3 more weeks. So we're looking around
Yeah.
May 20th, and the numbers are still horrible. So I almost have a feeling that they may extend it longer. So we could still be sitting and going.
And I want everybody to be healthy. I don't want anybody to suffer. But I just, like I said, I feel bad for you guys with the lockdowns and stuff. So it's just last year between the stuff you've been talking about with YouTube, and I think that's causing, on a related note, some of the problems that were problems. Some of the things we're seeing, especially as the United States starts to open back up, people aren't sitting in front of their computers 10 hours a day watching, and so the larger channels that have always had a following, they're still doing good. The 20,000 subscriber guys, the group of us that are in the lower tiers, for lack of a better way to put it, if you lose a few views, that's a big deal. That people are starting to go back out and do things, and I think that's some of what you're seeing as well.
Oh yeah, totally. So like like I've been doing the live streaming thing for I'm not saying I'm definitely not one of the longest running ones, because I'm not, but I think in the length of my channel, I think I started fairly early, and I always enjoy it. And I've always said that it doesn't matter how bad the day has been. It could have been the absolute worst day I'd ever had, and I will sit in this chair and just kind of go like this and go, I don't want to stream. I don't want to stream. I don't want to stream. And then I'd walk away for a minute, and then I'd come back and go, nope, we're going to stream. And then the second I hit go live, I'm just like, oh, things are so much better now. And then that's why they turn into 4 and 5 hour streams at time, because I don't want the feeling to go away. I'm like, my voice is going to go away before I want the stream to stop. And that's usually a decent indication. It's like, yeah, I think I've talked too much, so we'll finish. But I love the outlet. I do agree that because of a lot of stay-at-home orders and that all the lockdowns and stuff, that it definitely put more people trying to find something to keep themselves busy besides watching the same crap on TV, or oh crap, well, I beat Call of Duty 17 times, might as well go for the 18th round or whatever. So I get it. Like there's only, like, I took a small little chunk out of somebody else's pie, and it's just going to be that circle. So
I'll be interested to see, as things start to fully open back up, especially down here and on the East Coast, how many channels go defunct because people are no longer stuck at home, and so they either don't want to or don't need to be a YouTuber anymore. I don't wish that on anybody that wants their channel to be successful, but I'm interested to see how much that affects what we see coming up here in the next probably 8 to 10 months, and see where things kind of shake out on here. I think if you stick with it, Papa, if you're having a good time, I think you're going to see some huge changes as far as viewership and interest and stuff like that. That's just my positive prediction.
No, and I think so. And I think what I've been trying to do as well is really surround myself with a lot more positive. Like, honestly, you are probably one of the most positive guys I've met, and I honestly, I wish I had more people like you in my life, like early on, like, because I mean, I'm like, this is great to have all these friends, family, and to have open invitations to be able to stay at quite a few different places in the States or overseas or whatever. And again, I would never have dreamt this in a million years to have expected anything like this or whatever. Like, I had somebody say in a comment a ways back that they're like, oh, I've heard of you. Like, wow, your channel's really small. I thought you were one of the big ones. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And I honestly, I don't really know how that many people really know, besides Mike. I mean, he was the force behind starting this. So I'm like, well, it is what it is. And they're like, you're like a cult class. I'm like, I'll take cult classic, because some of those movies are far better than some of those blockbusters that are out there that are just trash. So
I tell you, I just started this on a lark when my armor came in, because it was so expensive that my brother's like, hey, let's film an unboxing video. And I'm like, oh, what? And so it just kind of happened on a lark, and I never expected. I think I have like 500 something subscribers now, and I just am blown away that many people are even mildly interested in what I have to say, because I'm an idiot. But more importantly, and all of them could go away and I would be upset and I would miss them, but there's probably 10 or 15 people every video since the start of this.
Yes.
Wonderful comments, showing support. And it's just, I have run into some great people, especially in this, on this side of the camera as well, in this community. And it's been a great thing. So I'm having a blast. And the minute it's not fun, I'm gonna pack up all this gear and go find something else to do.
No, exactly. And that's, I've been putting little notes and stuff like that here and there, and just, and really trying to take stuff like that more to heart, and just kind of just in general. I'm like, my wife and I had a really good talk, like really late last night or whatever. Might have been some alcohol involved, so that helps kind of just open the floodgates of just a little bit extra or whatever. So and I mean, even she said as well, she goes, look what she goes, you built that was you. So that are people, whatever, and regardless if maybe in the immediate area, even if there was no maybe lockdown's done, hypothetically, whatever, and things go back to as normal as they can. I don't really have people that I go out and do things with. Like I never kept up with really anybody from high school, because I had moved to the other side of Canada for a couple of years after school was done or whatever, and just kind of did my own thing or whatever. And I don't really have ties to a lot of physical people here. So some of my best friends, and they're all female and they're fantastic, but there's just, I don't have the guy, which is, again, if I can drag the boy out with me, or start getting the girl coming with me now too, or whatever. But I'm like, that's okay. I don't need it, because I've got all my other friends are in here in the chat, and maybe, yes, I can't see them, but I see them talking and whatever. And, and then that's enough, and get messages dropped all the time or whatever. So it's, like, I need to start looking and going, there's so much positive, and there's just a little bit of negative. So just kind of, let's just get rid of her. So
every one of my videos gets at least one thumbs down. Most of the time it's 3 to 5. And probably once or twice a week, I get some nasty comment or some nasty DM. And I just, because you know what? There's anonymity is a terrible thing, because people feel like they can do whatever they want, and they don't know that people care like us. You put your heart into this. And so I've learned to just delete and move, because those people, they're, you figured it out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Oh, there we go. Paul, 590. Oh. Hey,
my channel secretary will be letting you know how many subscribers I have.
Well, hey, channel secretary, would you be able to put Paul's link up in the chat for me there, bro? I would really appreciate that. So
thanks, Brandon. Can you believe that? And probably 15 of those are friends and family. I know for sure. Can you believe that? It's like 580 something people or whatever. I'm just flattered beyond belief, because this whole thing, I'm a huge narcissist. So I have to remember that there aren't people that are comfortable in front of the camera. And so, but this huge whole thing was just for me, because my favorite thing to say is, I like me some me, but I like me some me on TV. So that's how this all started.
Right. So. Excellent. Yeah, that's I think right when I was almost close to hitting 1,000, I finally put just a regular message out on Facebook. And I've kept the YouTube stuff, honestly, really pretty close to the chest. So like my Facebook friends and my family, my immediate, like, blood relative family or whatever, Never really said anything to anybody. My mom watches, I think, majority of the live streams. She likes my Zanini box
Oh.
unboxings because she likes to see what the pins are and stuff or whatever, and it's really good. But I was very hesitant at first to go. Okay, I've been on Cato's live stream, that got me a bump. When the Pally Boys were going strong at the time, the lads had me on, and that was so I was getting out there a little bit more, and I could just see things were going, and I'm like, and then I just hit that plateau again. I was like, oh, well, do I let the Facebook world know? Hey, and I put out there, and I think that bumped me pretty damn close. And then all of a sudden, just one day, it just went over, and I was like, okay, now whether or not they actually watch or not, or they were just going, you know what, I'll throw you a bone or whatever. So, it's still a weird thing to do. So, but nobody came back and said, really, like my in-laws are kind of like, you do what? What? And I'm like, yeah, I just kind of hang out and I talk about action figure. Oh, okay. Because my father-in-law is just one of those guys. He's 77, 78, something like that. He just had, this shows you what a dedicated man this guy is. So I guess he couldn't see out of one of his eyes. And so he went to the optometrist. They said, you need to go to emergency right now. He had a detached retina, and it's all filled up with blood and a whole bit. So they're like, you're coming back tomorrow morning. We're going to do whatever. We're going to do emergency surgery or whatever on your eye, and we'll go from there. So he's had the surgery done. They tell him, you can't bend over like this for 4 weeks. You have to be walking around with your chin slightly up because you don't want all the work done to spoil. So so yesterday we went over to we call it the farm. They've got a lot of property. So we went over, and there he is, just bending over, picking up wood, throwing it in his wheelbarrow and doing whatever. That man will be outside 12, 13, 14 hours a day out there cutting his grass. He's got his own beehives and stuff like that. So he does his own honey. We've taught, he just go. And I'm like, if I can do that, like him at that age, like he's just out there just doing, not sitting back and watching TV all the time or whatever. So but I just laugh at him because I'm like, dude, you just were told you can't get over. And he's like, well,
what do they know?
A day and a half. But I'm like, oh, dude. So that's
awesome.
Just insane. But hey, Dark Prime, how are you? Stepping in for a few. Welcome. Let's see, Josh. Oh, Apprentice Ewok, he's got different Facebook for personal and YouTube stuff. Yeah,
so
that's Jesus, John. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna keep that on highlight for a couple of minutes there. So, my guys, most of you guys, I guarantee, probably already subbed to Paul. If you don't, honestly, it doesn't cost you anything. You want to hear some just nice, smooth jazz, just listen to him talk. Actually, honestly, really, when I watch Tron Legacy, I get so much Jeff Bridges vibes off of you. It's like, it's crazy. Oh, there he is. Kevin Flint just tapping on the sky and stuff. So go check out Paul's stuff, because honestly, it's really good. I'm so looking forward to the Bad Batch review show afterwards with Brandon and Bailey. Sounds really, really good. I'm waiting on Bailey's book. It's been on back order for weeks, so I'm waiting on it to come in. So that's good and bad news. They ran out. So that's good news, but it's also bad news. So and they're actually so I had ordered it through Amazon, and apparently it's going to be shipping through Amazon UK. Yeah, Amazon Canada. You're just like, sorry, there's just none of it. So I'm gonna have to go back and look, because I know in Amazon Canada it's probably available, but the code that I probably have is probably not good. So so if you don't, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. So if you don't mind, Gord, can I talk about the Bad Batch thing real quick, since you brought it up? Oh, go ahead. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So there's a lot of people in the stream that were there. We did our primer episode last night. The only reason I plug this is really, and I mean this, not for me, but because Brandon and Bailey on there, and they're two of the smartest, coolest, nicest people ever. So it's called the Bad Batch Breakdown with Brandon and Bailey.
because alliteration and stuff. And every Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be going over the most recent episodes of The Bad Batch. And I stay out of the way. I just click on the computer and let those two go at it. And we're really looking forward to that. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want, come join us, ask questions, but most of all, interact with Bailey and Brandon, because they're young. So they have a future, not like me and you, Gord. And, and they're both stellar people. So
something. I honestly hope we left them something. So
you're right. Yeah.
But no, exactly. That's great. I've been actually, going, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll let the show go for a couple of weeks. And I've never had more than one person on here. I had Brandon come on once because honestly, I kind of felt I wanted to get to know him and his channel. Absolutely. And I really dig his stuff. I think he's a great guy for sure.
Yeah.
And, but seeing him on the Pally Boys, I always felt really bad because I was like, he needs to talk. Like, I got to get him on so he can talk. And honestly, I don't think I let him talk much more than he got to talk on the Pally Boys. So I was like,
you talk a lot, Gord. You do. You have your guests on. You talk. I think it's awesome. That's funny.
I ramble, and most of it doesn't make any sense on a good day. But yeah, it's I've been that way all the time. And people I'll just meet outside, and then an hour will go by, and my wife will be like, "Jesus, who was that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she's like,
"No idea." It's funny to hear you say that, because I came up with the idea for that show because I was watching Brandon sit for like an hour and never say anything. I'm like, and I know I've heard him talk on like the Holo Chronicles and stuff. Like, I got to get this guy over and give him the floor. So
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so hopefully I'll have to see if I want to get Bailey and Brandon on. So but I want to let the show go for a few weeks and then kind of get get a whole perspective thing on there as well. And I'm hoping Bailey's book will be here by that point too. Yeah. So, but
that would be awesome.
And maybe
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, like, again, you get some of those negative people and they're like, Jesus, why everybody has the same people on? And it's just the thing. I'm like, you know what? Each person that has somebody on talks about completely different things. Yeah. So what, you and I might talk about, and then you might be with, whatever, it's whatever. Oh, too kind. Oh, Brandon, it's the truth. So,
but he earned it. Yeah. He's earned it.
Yep. So I don't know, how close are we getting? Are we getting just a little closer to the 1,000 mark, Brent? I know we're over 9, so it'll be great. Your shoulders will relax just a little bit more when you get that 4th digit added onto that number a little bit, and then you'll start getting emails just saying, "Oh, here, you can do this now, or whatever." So I would say, from my experience, I probably did a few things. Probably just rushed because I was like, "Oh my God, the gates have finally opened. I need to do this, and this." So I would say definitely really read into it. But you're also a lot younger, so you probably understand it a lot better. So,
Someone asked me once, Paul, do you have a hard time finding ideas for videos? And my answer was absolutely not, because if I don't have something to do a video on, I just don't do them. So some weeks you'll get 3 because a bunch of stuff will come in, and sometimes I'll go 2 and 3 weeks with nothing, because it happened to me too. I would start putting my pressure on myself. I got to get 1 a week out there, get that algorithm. And I realized I'm like, I'm not having fun. So I just backed off, told myself, just do videos when you get stuff. Like tomorrow I'll have the helmet, I'll do a video, so that's what keeps me sane. Otherwise, I'm no better than anybody else. I start looking at numbers and trying to figure out what the algorithm is. And I'm like,
big words, there's things in life to really get stressed out over, and and it does sound so stupid at times. Like there have been times that I'll just be like, God, you're such an, like, really, in the grand scheme of things, like, you know what, like, you're breathing, you're above ground, you have a roof over your head, you got food in your fridge, like, you're very blessed. I've got a great family, it's great, and this is a bonus, so
all the comments,
yes,
but you know what though, don't downplay, and I have a tendency to do that too. Don't downplay how important this is to you and to other YouTubers. Could you put your heart into this, and you get brave and get in front of a camera, and you want it to be appreciated? So there's a I think there's a nice balance in there that,
Mhm.
you know, we can come to. And I, you know, like I said, you're lucky. You do these live streams so often. You have a good YouTube family that comes to support you. And I, you know, I'm kind of envious of that. I'm like, look, it's the same people every time that love you,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah. And I think the other thing Mike said, he goes, look at your channel membership. He goes, you start your channel membership, and I'm like, well, let's not bring that up because I said I got to put more value out there because you know it needs to be done. But he goes, you look at the chat, and all you see are these all the members
green,
all the way down. He's like, that's
yep.
insane. And I'm like, well, I'm like, no, it's great because like, you know, because it you know it definitely helps, and I don't like asking and like because that's why I never mention the membership. I'm like, you know, like to say, hey, if you want, subscribe to the membership, or you know, the super chats are there because I don't I feel like I hate the term like whoring myself out, so to speak, going, you know, like what, and not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's just the way I look at it. Like, you know, if somebody wants to do it or whatever, or maybe I suffer through some really great mac and cheese flavored candies or something.
Those candy videos. Hold on, I'm gonna start dying over here. Those candy videos were awesome, dude. Use that fried chicken. Oh my god, dude.
It's sitting right there. I can see the can right down there, and I'm like, one day I might, you know, that could be a video all in itself. Me just getting through one candy. So
I felt so bad because I had never gotten more entertainment from someone's misery in my entire life. I'm sorry.
But it was the fact. I think what was worse was again the fact that it didn't record the first time. I knew the flavors, and I had to do it. I still did it a second time. So I was like, yes, brutal. Dark Prime. That's me. You stress too much about your. Yeah, it's. You know what? Like, I don't know. Like, believe me, I'm not the one to tell you not just to chill out about it because I honestly I know I way overthink things too much just to go. You know, it is what it is. Instead of going, you know what? 100 people. Well, maybe not 100 people because I know some people do watch the videos more than one time or whatever, and I really appreciate the double views and stuff. But yeah, it's 100 more people that saw it that never would have seen it had you not put something out there. So, but
if 10 people are happy with what you're putting out there, that's 10 people's lives that you're affecting.
Yes,
in a good way. So. Yeah.
Okay, so to get to Dark Prime, so yeah, the fourth reveals, I don't know. I hate, honestly, I don't read too much into the stuff because again, it stresses me out. Because then I hear more terms like store exclusives and other rude words. So I try not to bother anymore. We know we got those Target / Toys R Us, those 4 that got announced. We'll probably get that, maybe that one Walmart exclusive. There could be, who knows? So vintage stuff, they think there might be another vehicle or maybe something might get announced. Who knows? So it'll be a surprise. Hopefully it'll make it to Tuesday and nobody will spoil the rest because there's nothing worse when you're sitting there watching the chats and these things and you go, we saw pictures of the figures a week and a half ago, and now you're giving us a lot. So,
you know, and don't forget the other 2 figures in the TVC, Ahsoka and Robot Legs Maul, still haven't been announced either. Those are still blank.
Oh yeah. There we go. See, there's some vintage news for you guys right there because I just can't keep up on the weather's supposed to. There we go. We're back on here again. So the weather's we're starting to get into this whole. I think we're going to have rain for about 6 or 7 days in the forecast now. So the atmosphere's not been so great. So the internet gets a little shoddy over here. So not as dry as it gets out your neck of the woods, but yeah, May is just damp. It just all the time. You look at the forecast and go, oh, one sunny day and 13 whatever. So it's just, it's not great. So I got some outside stuff I need to do. So Josh, I love you too, Josh.
There you go.
Mr. Anderson.
Josh,
you are
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gilster, 2 subs and it's amazing. Honestly, when I got my first sub that I knew wasn't related to me when I started first, I was over the moon. And there are days that I'm like, that's the way I'd like to feel all the time on here. It's just, hey, I got another one. This is great. So It'll get there. Oh God, yeah. Candy, you say sleeping. I know you. I know. Like here, I will honestly. It's look. Here's macaroni, Mister
Gord, don't threaten people.
So
Don't remember that one time you got and you're like, if $10, I'll eat a candy or something, and it's like 80 people gave you money. Don't do it again because you threaten people and they'll come back at you.
Oh, Josh. Yes, Josh, you missed the question, and yes, Paul's not. He's not wearing pants. He's rocking the khaki shorts today. So
yeah. I'm wearing Arizona pants. We don't wear pants here. It's 100 degrees.
Yeah, no, that would be absolutely insane. Yeah, you can't trust a man in Arizona with long pants. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Something wrong with that, bro. It is now. I like it. You coin it, brother. It's good.
There we go. There we go. There. Oh, we got to put the hashtag in there for Lobot because I haven't seen Peter. I don't know if Peter made the chat tonight, so we will maybe get before the line. Maybe I will make this prediction. We will get a Black Series Lobot just before the Black Series decides that line's finished. So, which I honestly, that'll be about it. So.
If I was betting, I bet we lose TVC long before we lose Black Series.
I think so, and I don't understand because there is some nice. I haven't seen much on the shelves, but the few bits that I have been able to see when I was able to go toy hunting, some of the sculpts are even far more superior than the Black Series, and they've got less to work with than 6-inch figures. So there are some days I do regret not going that route, but I'm more stoked. Bigger figures, I have bigger hands now. I'm a bigger person, so they need to grow as well. So now the hot toy thing, but so,
yeah, it's going to be a sad day at Paul's Collectibles when they get rid of the TVC because these helmets don't come often enough for me to get that the collecting satiating. So
yeah. So do you do with your helmet more just trooper style? Because I don't see X-wing pilot helmets or any of that stuff. And so is that
long live the Empire?
I see the logo right behind you there. So yes, excellent. Excellent.
So we talked about when I went to my mother took me to see Star Wars, and when the stormtroopers bust through that door on Tantive 4, that was a life-altering moment for me. And I've been fascinated with the stormtroopers and the grunts of the Imperial Army and ever since then. So you can't see it, but there's an Imperial officer hat down there, and as you can see, it's all except for I broke the mold because with a FOMO, fear of missing out, I got that Mandalorian helmet, but all the rest of them are all troopers.
There we go. Excellent. Great. We have the same haircut. Well, it is what it is. I got sun this week. My head hurts. I think I didn't wear a hat this weekend, and that's so stupid because my hair is so fine that the sun just goes right through it. So.
Okay. It's a funny, but in my videos I don't wear a hat, but on live streams I do because I have the camera on a different mode and it's on autofocus. So I wear a hat so it doesn't try to focus on my head up here. So
yes, yeah. I up until about the last month or so, I didn't realize the two pot lights I have above my head actually angle. So it's there. So now I can focus them so they're not just right down here, just magnifying up. Exactly. If angels could sing, that's what would be going on right now. So that's right, David. I know you're just across the way over Michigan way. So yes, Paul is wearing lower. So yes. That's a little disturbing, Josh, that you need to maybe have a follow-up question on that. So
it's okay. Josh is a good-looking man, so it's okay.
There we go. Hashtag Lobot. Thank you, Mr. Anderson, for that one. Fat Bib Fortuna. Yeah. A Bib Fortuna, but I want both. I would love to have both, but I'd have to get David to do me another Jabba throne pad so I can specifically put David's 3D print of the throne that they use at the end of the Mandalorian season 2. So I was like, oh damn! Now I have to have two now. So, but David, I got to put yours out there. So I'm gonna put put that throne pad on the snow case again because it's been quite a while since that was the first custom piece I was ever sent to the channel, and it's fantastic. Java does not deserve to be on such a slab of concrete. So, see, Gilster, Paul lives in a trailer park across the street.
Yeah. So that if I'm not mistaken, he's talking about down by Yuma, in Arizona, where they did a lot of that stuff. So I didn't know Gilster had lived in Arizona. That's wild.
Excellent. Let's see, vintage too expensive. They're only a couple bucks less than Black Series.
Right.
I tell you, I don't know if I'd be a collector in Australia. In all honesty, I just hearing how some of the stuff they never get to see it or whatever, and what I just. I don't know why they just can't get a universal shipping thing and just stick to it all. And this guy gets, whatever. Just, it's really sad to see that, some people are able to get it so quick, and then other people really have to struggle to even find the most basic of figures too. And not like the super fancier ones that, of course, people are going to buy and troop build with or flip for sure. So,
and every time I go to complain about something, or, the Canadians or even the guys from the UK, I remember to remind myself, like you watch like Usual Mike and The Forces with Jesse, those poor bastards in Australia, if they even get this stuff, it's ridiculously priced, and to have stuff shipped there. So those are the guys it's like, well, maybe I'll just be quiet. Who can find anything in Walmart? Yeah. Well, Usual Mike doesn't even have Walmart. So, it's like, oh,
yes. No. And that's it. Like, I was lucky enough. I was able, which was good. Cause it's no secret. I had a hell of a time tracking down those Walmart 4 exclusives from, with the Loyalist and the Mandalorian and those or whatever. Just awful. Like I was close. That line, those 4 figures nearly busted me for wanting to collect anymore, because it just shouldn't be like that. But Linda, she had a couple that got canceled on her, and I was lucky enough that I was able to get the 2 that they couldn't get, and I was able to send them out to Australia to her to at least get her 4 complete as well. So
and the frustrating thing for me is I can find stuff that I know people that I have, the guys in UK or you might need, or in Australia, but the United States Postal Service, forgive the term, rapes us here. And I'm not complaining, but as an example, I sent you that $22 archive figure. It was about 22 American dollars, $30 to send it to you. And I was happy to do it. Don't get me wrong, but it's I could drive it there for less than that,
No, and like Brian, like with Brian sending all these exclusives and stuff or whatever like that, I look at some of the things, or Linda sent me a package from Australia with some little snacks and a few other little things in there. And like, you can't help but feel like a little bit like I send a lot of stuff to people just to help out or whatever, and I don't ever look for anything in return. And I so appreciate you paying it, because I helped Shabby out, and then you helped me out and filled that hole in my collection again. And I never second guess about
wait till I tell my wife I filled Papa Gord's hole.
There you go.
Hey, after dark, sorry.
Damn, Salacious. Honestly, I wasn't sure if you were gonna make it because of the time difference. So I didn't buy any butter tarts. I said I was going to buy some butter tarts because I was on one of his gaming streams just the other day, and we were talking about I think how do you like your steak? What would you have accompany your steak with, and a dessert or what? Oh man, I was drooling, and then somehow butter tarts came up, and I was like, oh, maybe I should buy some butter, because he's got no idea what a butter tart is. So I was gonna show online. But I was like, oh, it's going to be too late. But pineapple on a pizza is wrong. My son loves it, and he's wrong. So bad. Doesn't belong there at all. So no.
Right. What's that saying? Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing it doesn't go in fruit salad. It's the same thing with pineapple on a pizza. No,
I like that.
I don't care if
pineapple.
pineapple's a vegetable. No.
So, here we go. Yeah, David. Yeah, $36 to send. Yeah, from just over like Michigan way over to here. So yeah, it's Oh, here we go.
And 4 forms too, by the way. Like they made me sign 4 forms and toy, which I normally have to, I just put toy on there because I send a lot of stuff. That wasn't good enough. I had to put 6-inch action figure or the computer wouldn't take it. What are you guys doing in Canada? Are you mad at us or what?
I can't, I have to go online and do all that stuff ahead of time. Or I can go to the post office now. So I have to do the post office's job and then, you know, go and then they just scan the barcode on my phone and prints everything out and boop, off it goes or whatever. But I remember one day I was having a problem with the barcode and they're like, well, we still can't take it. I'm like, I filled it out. Like, just come on. I'm like, here's it. Can we just do a fill? No. That's what it is from now on. I'm like, you've got to be joking. Like, this is crazy. So, of course, they give you all these little lines and for every one piece. So if I put pieces of candy in there, I would have to see, and I have to assign it a dollar value that you can't put a $0 value. And I'm like, it's not worth anything. Like, really, it's so. Post just kills me sometimes.
Gord, my wife and I have sent ammunition through the mail, and in the United States, and it was easier than sending you a figure.
That's just it.
It's crazy, man.
It just kills me. Like,
so, you know what? Sleeping's got a point. Look at that, $80 for $20 worth of stuff. That's crazy. They're killing us.
Yes. No, Gary, 90+ pack.
That just hurts talking about it.
That's nuts. Like, I knock on wood. I was very lucky that when I did my 1,000 subscriber giveaway and I did those 2 bags full of stuff, I was very lucky that one guy lived in Toronto, so it only literally had to go 40 minutes down the highway. The other one was donated, and so it's going to be going to the children's hospital and stuff. So. But I was like, oh my God, if somebody and I
somebody in Australia.
But I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to mortgage my house just to send And I got very, very, very lucky. But it was close. So okay, Salacious, we got you there. Butter tarts, sniff. Yeah, next time, honestly, when I know, I'll have to have the Salacious on a stream at some point. I know the time difference, especially with the UK, because they're 5 hours ahead. So it's
because they're 8 for us.
Oh yeah, right, because then you're 3 behind. Yeah, so time zones. There you go, kids. There's your lesson for today. For sure.
Christian from Smuggler's Canyon dropped in yesterday on our Bad Batch stream, and he's like, "I love you guys, but it's 2 a.m. Good stream. Good night." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, Christian. It's all good, man."
I sometimes, if I wake up at different times, and most of the time, I think lately now, I just kind of hide out in the back. Like, I don't really say a whole lot because I don't want to pull the focus from the stream or whatever or whatnot. On Uncle Mike's stream, all I did was put a pair of eyeballs out there, and then all of a sudden it was just a slew of. I'm like, oh, I should have just hung out in the back. So just I don't.
See?
It's like, well,
what did I tell you? See, that's because people like you. When you show up, everybody's excited. It's like it's Papa Gord. So yeah.
Oh, I lied about what I sent because I was a tad embarrassed. But Dave, you know what? The postal outlet I go to, they know me by name now, and they know exactly because when I walked in there with the big bag of envelopes, sending out the pins and the stickers, which I'm hoping more and more people are starting to receive them. I haven't got a whole lot of messages back from a lot of people, but I'm hoping. It just again shows you how frigging slow the damn postal service is to try to get for me to send just that little envelope, and they gave me a hard time about it because they're like, why is it a little bumpy? And I'm like, well, there's a pin in there. Oh, yeah, you can't. They were going to make me fill out a declaration for anyone that was going to go outside of the country, and then the other girl goes, you know what? If you say it's a magnet, it'll pass. Wink, wink. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's all magnets. There you go.
It's all magnets. There you go. Right. Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah. I have the same thing going on at my post office. I've sent so much stuff out, and I use these return address labels, it's hard to see I'm not sending toys when there's pictures of toys right on the thing. So I was just like, I gave up. Yeah.
No, yeah. No, I was able to I was able to salvage it off the box.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
It goes, I've got like 2 big envelopes stuffed with all the letters, stickers, anything from anybody. So again, usually if I'm having a bit of a bad day, I always go back and refer to a lot of the letters from a few people for sure. So
I put some real stickers too in your package. Did I not? I did. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure. I couldn't remember. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I used to have a bunch of different sizes, but my buddy makes them for me, and I didn't. And he sent me like 150 of all the same size. So that's what everybody gets now.
Well, that's really cool. I've been trying that sticker mule whenever they got really cheap deals or whatever. So it's like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll jump on that. Why not? Just 50 stickers for whatever. Yeah, that'll be enough for now or whatever. Yeah. But so hopefully, if a few people end up not receiving their things, hopefully people will reach out, let me know, and then I'll have to try it a second time. But just for that little envelope was, I think, $4 just for an envelope. So
and because how many did you send?
So let's see, I mailed out almost 30.
Oh,
now majority of my viewers are from the States. Majority of my channel members are from the States. So of course, so that's where they went. But I had, I think 6 that had to go overseas. So for just that little envelope to go to England or Australia or whatever, was it $9? I think it was $9 just for that. I was like, okay, so yeah, so they went out. So I dropped, but again, it's me showing my thanks to people who have joined up to the thing, and hopefully they get out there with my little stickers and the pins. Like it drives me nuts to know that they haven't all gotten out there now, and because I can't track an envelope it's more stressful that you can't track that. So
right.
Service so bad. Package delayed. Yep. Well, I always say the one story with, especially from Dorkside, when they had the Rebel Troopers, the Hoth Rebel Troopers got released. They just got batches and batches of them. So I ordered 2 from there to try to get them into Canada to try to get a review done faster. And they went and they had to go to Sweden and then come in through the back door. And I'm like, that is, how much more did that have to cost you to have to ship it like that? And then to come over. So that's just absolutely ridiculous. So
I've heard a lot of that. Like the guys in Canada will get stuff sent and it goes over to Europe first. It's the strangest thing.
Yep. So I didn't realize that England was like directly above us or whatever. I thought I had a couple of territories above me, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been in school. So
right.
Hey, Jake, tracking. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. In Canada, you ship anything within Canada, automatically gets tracked, like parcels, boxes, whatever. Now, for me to send something out to the West Coast, out to like British Columbia, it's so much more expensive than it is for me. Like it's crazy, but there are prepaid shipping boxes that Canada Post uses now, which I am definitely much more of a fan of. But it's for the States. If I want to send just one Black Series figure, not tracked or anything, and I don't care how long it's going to take, on average, if I can get it in a small enough box and not damage the actual packaging, about $12. I want to do tracked. It easily adds minimum $10 to the price just for a tracking number. So
that's crazy. He likes medium rare steak.
Little salacious grip in England. Medium rare steak. Ketchup. No. Ketchup. Oh, you don't put ketchup on a steak. Oh,
I love my English brothers, but man, they eat some weird stuff over there.
Yeah, I used to work in a British pub for, I think I did about a year stint or whatnot. I still couldn't get over making bubbles and squeak and bangers and mash and stuff. And I'm like,
blood pudding,
kidney pie, and like Guinness, and not good.
That's
It's
an
really
excellent segue, Papa. I didn't realize it, but it's been 2 hours, and I need to make an appearance downstairs at my wife's at
damn.
my wife's
And I
thing.
said I
It's
was
been
only
a
going to go. Yeah, and I said I was only going to go less than 2 hours tonight.
yeah, it just goes so fast, and I feel kind of bad because I don't think we talked about Star Wars much at all. We ended up talking about all kinds of stuff. So I hope that was what
Everything.
you were
Yes.
looking for. So
No, oh, you know what? These guys, I mean, we hit, I know that, yeah, we hit everything. I mean, how I think we talked about favorite candy for like 40 minutes one night or something. And it was just like,
right.
yeah, whatever. We just go with whatever somebody decides to. And now, see, here we go. Now, bangers and mash and steak. That's going to run the
Right, here we go.
conversation
Yeah.
the next file. But no,
Wow.
that's you know what? That was the one thing I was like, oh, I never did find out how long Paul could talk for. So, and my streams always go so damn long. So I was like,
Yeah. So the one you did was sleeping. Yeah, you guys are machines. I was like, it was like 5 hours. Like I would fall apart. There would be no way.
well, I think my stream with Robo, and then when Mike came on, a lot. Like I think that was 5.5 hours. I think that's my longest
Wow.
stream that I've done. And
That's
honestly,
awesome.
it felt like about an hour and a half because I don't remember any of the Robo stuff at all. So it just it's a blur. But no, I got to make an appearance. That's okay. We'll see Paul out. I'll stick around for a few more minutes, guys, and maybe we'll touch upon our imaginary Lord of the Rings 6-inch fully articulated line that we really, really, really want to have now. So, but no, Paul, thank you so much. I know we didn't get on Star Wars, so we'll have to have you back on again for sure, and we'll get into more Star Wars stuff or whatnot instead of Well,
I will tell you,
I still have left anyway. So
yeah, this is the time of the year here in Arizona. We're reversed. Long about May, June, you don't want to go outside. I can't play golf for more, unless I do 9 holes in the morning. You can't go outside. So I'll be in the house a lot more. I'll be available a lot more. This has been a blast. I love you and I love your channel. I would be honored to come back on anytime you'd love to have me. So thank you so much.
No, I totally appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully maybe I can get like we'll get a best of together and we'll do like I don't know, we'll do something. I've got some stuff. I'm trying to get some stuff working on in the brain a little bit here. And so yeah, so you're definitely I've got you in mind for something hopefully. And yeah, it'll be
I appreciate
good.
it. Well, like I mentioned, I'm retired, so I'm on my own schedule. So I'm available and happy to help and play. Just let me know.
Damn, I wish I could be retired by 51, but it's not going to happen. So that's okay. I
got lucky.
If I win the lottery, then I will enjoy it, and maybe we'll get a summer home or a winter home in Arizona. So
yeah, we call them snowbirds. That's the thing. Yes. Snowbirds. Yep.
Yes, totally. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, everybody say goodbye to Paul again. Please check out his channel if you haven't. If anybody's still in here who can link the channel, just throw it up there again for me. We'll have Paul back in a heartbeat. And yeah, so we're gonna go let him go say hi to the ladies downstairs.
I got some ladies waiting for me, ladies and gentlemen. So
well, I totally understand that then. So absolutely. So my friend, I totally appreciate it. You are fantastic. Yeah, so I'm gonna get over. So
you know how they say in Office Space, the pleasure was all on this side of the table.
Hey, nice.
There we go.
Nice,
thanks, Brandon.
Excellent. Thanks, Brandon.
You guys
appreciate
take care.
it, my friend. So, all right, Paul, I'm gonna bump you out. Well, we'll talk to you
thanks,
soon.
Man.
All right,
later.
Take care. Woo. Excellent. Oh, and Josh. Okay, we'll share some speeds on both you guys there. Show them your helmets. Oh, that's a little weird if you to say show them your helmet. That could be maybe it could be a little dirty, but no. Anyways, no, thanks, guys. I know I missed a whole bunch of stuff, and we were just all over, but that tends to happen, especially here. We all know what it's like here, so I appreciate every one of you guys, and I hope all of you guys know that. So there will be a little bit of changes, and change has to happen sometimes or whatever. So scones and sausage. Oh, off-roll Adam. Oh, you're killing me now. I knew that was going to be biscuits. See, and I call cookies biscuits. So I don't know if it's just the amount of British television I like to watch. But yeah, I know a scone. I like, because you can a tea bit. Well, you got tea biscuits, and that's slightly different. So there we go. Boom. I appreciate it, David. Like I do really. So sausage. Hey, honestly, Brian, I didn't think you were still here. So I'm missing so much. Bangers. I don't mind. I actually don't mind bangers and mash. Bubbles and squeak. Not my thing. I can't stand cabbage. That is just. I know it doesn't really taste of much, but David, I probably missed you by now. So. Um, Ringside Collectibles. All right, that's crazy. Little HP. I could use a little HP at times. So, go back out. I have recently kind of been looking at, yeah, doing the sear when you're searing the steaks and stuff and using with the butter. Yeah, that is tasty. But Salacious, if you are still here, oh, you are. There we go. Yeah, with cream and jam. Yep. I remember having to do some tea. We would have a like a high tea thing at one of the restaurants I worked at. Way back and had to do like clotted cream and what have you. So I've never had no. I've seen spotted dick made. I never had to make a spotted dick. No. No, no, no. Randy Monster. What do you want? So G-Force, I appreciate all you guys. Honestly, I do. So like I hate the fact that I do come off sometimes as just being just a grumpy whiner, and I really am trying on that. So again, like I said, I'm gonna things will just slow down a little bit. There's not a lot of stuff going on right now, and as Paul had said, there are a lot of channels out there that kind of deal with the same thing. It just all depends on the personality. So I know I'm a fairly big personality, so that much I will definitely admit. So, oh man, I am dry, and I have been drinking so much water today. But totally amount of British, yeah. Sorry. Oh, Jake from State Farm. Sorry, Jake. I had to do. Whenever I see Jake, so. But yeah, I gotta have Salacious. Come on at some point as well. Like I said, Brandon and Bailey. We'll try to get something going for that as well too. I am looking again. Doing the trivia thing. I don't know who's still in here. Somebody want to tag Sleeping's channel, just in case. Again, the one or two off people that may not have heard of Sleeping Collectibles. If somebody can tag that one for me too, because that's where I'm going to be Tuesday night. Hopefully not embarrassing myself too much. I have dug out my Trivia Pursuit Black Series game, so I gotta take a few. I gotta bone up a little bit tomorrow when I'm sitting around not doing anything at work. So Carter wants to start quizzing me a little bit, but not here now. Red Lobster and the biscuits. Oh, the cheddar. Yeah, those would be awesome. Lobster. We keep looking at places out east. We were looking at a house in Halifax. We were looking online today. I don't think we're going to make the move out east, but I would be a happy guy. I'd be a lot bigger probably, because having that much access to fresh seafood would do me in a heartbeat. So Funyuns and okay, there again. Possible trivia question answer in the future. I can't stand onions. So Funyuns, if I get onion rings, I will break them open. I will pull the onion out and I will just eat the batter. And I used to be a chef like that. How brutal is that? Really bad. Like, see if we can. Oh, I'll eat it all. I'll eat it all. No, see, man. Oh, thank you, Josh. So there's Sleeping's link. Oh, clone, you're allergic to sea. That sucks. That really sucks. Scallops, mind you, I didn't eat seafood for a while. I got ill on a jumbo scallop. It was not cooked properly, and I was so sick. And I think I've had scallops once since. I was so hesitant to have it again. So let's go back up. Oh, biscuits. Dumplings. Yeah, that's another term too. A dumpling. Yep. I will take a dumpling. Yes, yes. Biscuit. Oh, do they really? Oh, it's the States. That'd be really nice to have up here. Yeah, I can't talk about food. 10 o'clock. All right, so Carter and I are having a competition on making sure we get our 10,000 steps in a day, and trying to be better with eating and stuff like that. Mind you, I've been lucky. I dropped 6 pounds this past week, so something's starting to kick in again. I haven't really been sticking to my fasting right now, just because my schedule keeps going all over the place, but not bad. You know what, I've had a life between now and or between my 47 years. So I've had both my hips replaced. So I'm one of them. I think I've earned a place in the Blue Hair Society. So when I actually get to that age, I'll just have nothing to say. Oh, G-force, that, you know what? I like you already, and I really like you. But no, you don't have to. But that's still, yes, I know. One thing I love that I miss would be the odd time we would travel down to Myrtle Beach for vacation, and we would always go over a March break, and the weather was never super warm then. So then we started going like in May, and I think the Crawdad Festival. I think they used to have a Crawdad. Maybe they don't have it anymore. I don't know. This is years and years and years ago. But go to the Crawdad Festival and just get a bucket of crawfish or crayfish, whatever you want to pronounce them. But oh, so yummy, so yummy. Damn, that sucks. Tuna and fish sticks. Oh, Darth, you can't say fish sticks. Don't say fish sticks. Not a fish stick. That's not really fish. I don't mind tuna. I've taken a break. I ate canned tuna for about 3.5 months every day, 7 days a week. That was kind of one of the go-to thing with my fasting and stuff, because I find it very filling. But yeah, I'm taking a break from tuna for a while. But fish sticks, I do love me a good fish and chips, like a really good fish and chips. Perch is so good, so good. Oh, nice sleeping. Yeah, we just went back last year. My son was supposed to be there with the Burlington Teen Tour Band because they usually perform in Myrtle Beach every March break, and that got canceled. COVID was really starting to be rampant, and then we still the other three of us we still went. Well, all four of us ended up going, and then we only were there for like 2 days or whatever. But then now I've become friends with Cato, so I can't wait. I want to go down again, but it's not going to happen. And there would be so many people to bump into on the way down. That's going down through Virginia and West Virginia and North and South Carolina. So, oh, that's too good. That is just yum yum yum. But oh no, Brian, he is like, I almost think I feel the need to. Oh Jesus, dude, I didn't even notice. Like, that just shows you I gotta put my glasses on. You painted the rest of the face, right? The rest of the mask. Put the stripe all the way down because my guy doesn't have the stripe. There we go. Now I've got the full screen, so I can show this off, so I can actually see a little bit better. Here, let me. What happened to his hand? I'll get him posed. So yeah, so there's. Oh, oh no. I see, because I can't see. So Brian's here with the paint. Whoop, and Mr. Clean. But yeah, he was, oh, that's excellent. Thanks. I did not. I was looking at everything else that the little detail right there, that the actual proper missing thing, but like that actually looks like he's been into some battles, and that's excellent. So Brian, thank you so much. You know what? I know you say, yeah, his leg is a little wobbly, but yeah, poses just fine. I can always put some of that joint tightener stuff on there as well too. So super, super appreciate that. Blue crowd. I would trade him for gas or give him away. Oh, excellent, man. Nice, nice. Oh, Skeletor. All right, take care. Excellent. Thanks for popping in. Yes, be safe. Absolutely. I don't know what's the thumbs up count. Are we at a good thumbs up? Again, I guess I can be whatever. There is a membership that if anybody is interested in signing up, there's 3 levels. That's going to change. We'll talk about that a different time. I'm just going to make 1 level. At 3 levels, I give everything, all the same stuff goes to everybody. I feel bad about the Padawan learners maybe not getting a bonus at the Jedi Knights or whatever. So I made to turn it off, revamp it, and just put it out there I'll probably just take the middle, the $1.99 one. So again, if you want to support the channel, you like the content, whatever, no pressure. You don't have to. But whatever does come into the channel goes right back in. I am in the process of going to start doing a PO box, which could get expensive when I don't get a lot of stuff sent in, which is again fine. I don't see this. It's just me just saying, don't worry about it. So, but I am looking at doing a PO box and maybe a few other little things too. So, but yeah, that's my bit. I just had to say that. Oh, there. You want a younglings level? There we go. How are you, Amir? Time does fly, and we're up to 40. Excellent. Oh, you guys are fantastic. So, yeah, let me try to let me do it up again here. So we'll definitely get that back up a little bit better here. So you would think how many times I'm on here. I always forget to focus on the green light. I'm always like, oh yeah, see, look, this is what I'm trying to show you right here. And I should be going like here, right here. And it still feels weird. So again, you can see like this is the obvious spot right there is again, you see how much just bare white is going on in the back of this guy. And then you get this guy. And then again, Brian even went underneath the cama and did that up where I'm looking up a trooper's backside, but again, look at him. He keeps his bum nice and clean, so he probably gets dessert after dinner time. So let me get this one down too. They're just stuck underneath the holsters. So that little bit popped out, but no biggie. I can do that. But yeah, like it's a stark difference between the two. And it's so much better. He actually looks like he could probably almost kind of, I know it's completely different areas, but they look like they could probably be hanging out together. They could be friends. What's with the apple? Damn you. Okay. Time flies. It does. Younglings, 42 likes. Oh, man, you guys are excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Amir and sleeping are in the house. Yes. Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, sleeping. Yeah. Don't, you got it. Don't worry about it. It's not like I'm saying if anybody's got the address, because it's still listed on my info page on my YouTube channel. So it's still there. I just, more for peace of mind. Andrea, my wife, is is my rock. She's a beaut, and she's like, it's okay, because I'm like, well, only a few people know. So yeah, no, it's still, you're all good. It's still fine, more than fine. A busy week, yes, I will say so. Yeah, so if you need any info about what's going on in the Canadian toy game, you can always go and check out Toy Snowman's YouTube page, where he's been updating us, which I think is fantastic. I do appreciate that. He just put a post out, which not exactly the news you want to hear, but about price increases that are going to go again. So Black Series figures are going to be going to $33.99. So gone are the days of the $29.99 plus tax action figure for Black Series, but I don't know. For that price, Hasbro better. I know it's to cover the materials and stuff, and it's not like they're like, well, they're $3 more, you're going to get more stuff. But I do hope that maybe that means maybe we might get a little bit extra in some of the releases, but I don't know. Let's see. 21. Oh, so we're starting to get a few starting to drop off a little bit. Oh, Ryan, excellent. Yeah, ToySnowman.com. That's his website. But yes, Toy Snowman does have a YouTube channel as well, which is good. But yeah, I put a little video out there just to say, some prices are going up, just to let everybody know. Time, gotta be a merry man. Awesome, dude. Sleeping, take care. I guess well, we'll see you Tuesday evening for sure, which I'm so looking forward to. So yeah, so take care. Say hi to Space Buns for me. Tell her I may have to send her another mac and cheese, and she may have to sit there and eat the whole thing. Yes. What? That's great. If I can pick my own channel URL, that's crazy. Oh, okay. We got a question for you, Amir. So Amir did get before the Amazon exclusive, the Biker Scout and the Speeder Bike and the Grogu figure. So I don't know if he can even say, if he'd be able to say right now or not. So Amir, I don't know if you can say anything or not, or if you're going to be maybe getting any of those. I've talked to Amir a couple of times. It's I will say it's an interesting business to be in for sure. So it's nope. There we go. I got to turn that off. Jeez, that was kind of loud. Share, copy link, boom. And we're going to go 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to here or there. 1 second. Sorry, guys. There. I don't know if that can get that. So that's the Toy Snowman's I don't believe he's getting them this time, those ones. So sometimes he gets offered to be able to buy some of the stock. So I guess it just really depends on if the offer's there. So I think he said before that he may have been offered those or some other ones before, and then they ended up canceling it. But yeah, I'm just all over the place. Sorry, guys. I got some other stuff on the brain right now. So, and the fact I went an hour over at least, but we'll kind of see. Man, Stumbler. I saw Stumbler was in Mike's stream. I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe he's just busy. I hope I didn't haven't ticked him off or something. So I mean, he did reach out through Facebook a little bit, but G-Force, duty calls. Take care. Take care, my friend. Yeah, I think I'll just round it. We'll go 7 more minutes, make it 2.5 hours. We'll go right to 10:30 my time, and that'll be that. I'm starting to get very yeah. I got a little bit of water left, so we'll just ride it out for the time being. But yeah, there. I'll put that up there. So yeah, any of the Canadians. Well, I mean, if state guys, you want to watch a few bits, then that's the channel there. I do. It was great. Oh, I gotta get dishes done. Fingers crossed, buddy. I will definitely be talking to you between now and then for sure. So anybody who is starting to slip out, Black Series collector, vintage clearance, Star Wars, us Star Wars people, I really hope that we all do, or we all are able to get what we want, so without too much problems. And hopefully some of us are able to help others out a little bit too. So maybe somebody gets an extra one of something and missed out on something else. So hopefully as a community we're able to help one another out a little bit. So yeah, Stumbler. Yeah, it was Stumbler. I just, like I said, I saw that he was in Mike's stream. I don't know if he stayed very long or whatever, but I did see him in there, and I heard Mike say his name. So but yeah, Shane, yes, it's I don't know. Like I said, I hope there's some cool stuff. I hope there are some decent reveals, some decent surprises. I hope nothing else gets leaked. There's nothing. I mean, honestly, it just spoils so much. So yeah, you would think by now Hasbro would just say, you know what, we're not going to have comments. We'll just keep the comments off. That would be the best thing. Or maybe get more personable people on there to do the stuff. So lol, you don't think it's gonna, it sounds like there's gonna be some announcements. So besides the pre-order window going up for those 4 Clone War figures, but yeah, no Patrick. Oh, that would be fantastic if Patrick wasn't on. So it's gonna be a hard thing for me to be able to try to watch because I'll be at work, so I have to be kind of a little sneaky. Patrick can eat one. Yes, yes. It's like I said, it's just so funny. You can see that some of those guys have really, really had their ass burned by all these live streams and just taken crap from the fans so bad. Patrick is one of the Hasbro guys that's always on the damn live streams when they're supposed to be announcing. When it's Black Series, he's one of the ones that kind of drives the interviews. And people just can't stand him. So, because the Hasbro CEO, yes, he is such a tool, such a tool. But I don't want to see. I don't need them to go crazy. I don't need them to dump a dozen figures on us. They want to do one of those, whatever they called that, down the road line coming or whatever. I'd be okay to that. So that sucks. I wanted the vintage Boba Fett. I missed him. So again, I don't collect but it's Boba Fett. So, but it's okay. It's all right. Just some quality ones. Yep. So no, yeah. So not the C. Yeah, not the. Yeah. So Patrick's like the whatever. So he's I don't know, he's the head of something. So, but he's just, yeah, an uncharismatic bore. Yeah, he is kind of rough. So Patrick takes the bro. Brand manager, thank you. That was it. Head of marketing, yeah. Yes, yes, that's right. He's the one who apologized for the Walmart for and then did a Target for it. Yep. Hooter just received your yellow pill. Excellent. See an orange pill, it's yours. Nice, nice. Yeah, he's a twit. But yeah, I don't understand why they just keep doing the chat. Like if they're gonna continue with the streams, like it's a neat way to do it, especially because there's no convention presence still right now or whatever. But I would have just shut the chat off if you're gonna continue being online like that because oh man, and it just goes so fast that you if there's a good comment or a question in there, you'll never see it because it's just everybody just flipping out. So all right, so we're about a minute away, guys. So yes, so how things are again, immediate future. Like I said, Tuesday. Linda, oh Linda, you always have my heart so much. So, uh, excellent. The Marvel guys are better. Gary, I do agree that I wouldn't say they're great. I for the love of God, I can't remember what guy it was, which team it was. If it was the GI Joe guys, or was it the Power Rangers? It was one of the ones, and he took a couple of shots at the fans a little bit, just going, um, whatever. So yeah, so he threw a little bit back on. Well, I'll just have to wait and see what the chat says because I know they're just gonna burn me up about it or something like that. So I wouldn't say he was looking like he was just being all ha 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 about it, but yeah. Josh, I will say definitely. I mean, yeah, I know Legends have been around longer, but I mean, Black Series, yeah, they've been around a while now. We're getting to that 10-year mark. So yeah, there is some of them are just off. Oh, Amir, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Again, if you guys, come across Amir's thing, again, it's more just, again, information, new product that he's getting coming in and what have you. So, again, it takes a lot of pressure off to have a capable place to order from. So, like I said, I got my Boba Fett from Toy Snowman, and I got my Flint and Lady J, which I said those reviews I have to refilm or I have to film it again because the one that I did, it's the file corrupted, and yeah. So like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm just taking a few days to just let it all go, and then I'll just start from scratch again. So those will be coming out, and yeah, so it's just gonna be the live streams for a little bit. When things pick up, the reviews will definitely happen still. Um, the snow case will still happen. Zanini box will still happen. So things aren't really going to change too much. Uh, we'll hopefully fresh up the channel a little bit. Maybe tinker with the channel name, not my name, but the channel a little bit as well. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. But I'm not going anywhere at all. So, you think so? I saw Robo do them. So and I would totally agree that I think the reuse of the two different Lukes does work better for him. So I can't wait to get him in hand. So, oh, crazy. Yes. And I've got one. I'm still trying to think. I've taken a bunch of pictures of them. I'm trying to think. I think I will probably, it'll be better for me to do it with just the hands. So so we can focus just on the ships. But yeah, definitely. I am looking at a few more right now. Amazon's got they've got some on really cheap. They're not like super awesome, cool looking ones. I think there is a shuttle, and I think like Neelix's ship and a few other things. So there's some more Voyager-ish ones there. So I'm gonna, so I want to add a few more for sure. So Hooter, yes, absolutely. Hey, John Joker, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you in here. I do like that Reliant. That Reliant is super, super nice. I dig the Bird of Prey is like, they're all really great. They're just, man, for something like that size, the detail is, it's nice. I've been looking up Star Trek stuff, and again, I was never the biggest Trek guy. I always loved the ships, but yeah, I we need more. I need more. So that will come as well. Absolutely, 100% for sure. Okay, I can keep going. You guys are enablers. Oh, do we go to 11? Do you guys want to go? I'll put it out to you guys. If you guys are still wanting to hang, then I'll round it up. 3 hours sounds better than 2.5. So Jedi Trek, they are amazing. So amazing. Just a treat. Yeah, they're great. I spend so much time looking at them, or I'll pull them down and just be like, yeah, I need to get the other enterprises to go to now. So turn it up to 11. 11. Yes, go to 11. All right, fine. Twisted my arm, guys. I'll go to 11. And we're back up to 20, over 20 again. So if you're just in here, please smash the like button. If you want to support the channel, join channel membership. I'll send you out some stickers and a pin. Hopefully it'll show up. They have been. So the rebels more than me, huh? I was making a taco, brother. Uh-oh. Okay, Clone Command, take her easy, my friend. And again, too, yeah. You want to see me suffer through horrible candy? That's always a super chat. I'll just put it out. You guys know that. So sleeping's not here, so I'm not too worried that I'll have to worry about that tonight. So yeah. And we're back on food again. Damn you, John Joker. Oh, we were already talking about steak, and then we got into seafood. Yeah, good taco would be all right as well. Go for some the cheesy gordita crunch. See, I even got a taco that's kind of named after me as well. Go to YouTube. See, okay, Amir, I'll have to take a picture of that. Again, it's, I'm just, because I won't remember. Oh, John Joker, Jesus, man, you are. John Joker is the man. Can we get Josh? Can you tag Mr. Joker's chat, or sorry, his channel, please, for me? So I gotta keep that up on for sure. For a little bit. Go to your YouTube studio, click customization base, and do your channel URL. Oh, David, yeah, Jesus, man. You guys are too much. I honestly, I feel so guilty bringing that stuff up or whatever. So I just have to just get used to it. I got to pimp myself out there. Darth, that death metal Batman, the Bat Raptor. Oh, the Bat Raptor, eh? I never bother jumping into that. So, oh, Brandon, you're still in here. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were still hanging out or not. So, excellent. All right, John, we're gonna highlight John Joker's channel. Very entertaining individual. I've only really known of John Joker just really for through because of Sleeping's channel. And I have definitely watched a few of the Joker's live streams, and he definitely gives you value. I will say that I get a great. It'd be nice to just eat toe jam. Well, I see that you sent Vegemite to Brian, so that would have been yeah, I would have just yeah, I wouldn't have eaten the Vegemite. So I hope he does it right. So I did start to acquire a bit of a taste for it, but the initial just wow, that's got a punch to it. So oh, excellent. Thank you. Let's do that again. We're just gonna put Mr. Joker's up there a little bit more. I gotta highlight that. Got a super sticker from Mr. David C. Thank you, sir. Oh, David, I'm being a bad host. Didn't have an asked. Oh, Dagupa. I thought Dagupa had slipped out. I'm sorry, Dagupa. That's great that you're here. Amir, I will look at that. So I thought I had a custom one, but maybe I don't. I don't know. I'll have to look. I guess apparently I don't. So I love Rose, but you know I have a special place in my funhouse. Joker. Ooh, so that's what you call your secret spots, your funhouse. Okay, there you be. Just kidding. So about that. Excellent. All right, what do we got? We got a. Oh wait, no, the goop. I thought you were gone. I thought you would that you had whoop, headed out. So I was just yeah. So that's all. That's all. Death Metal Batman should have come with it. Damn, hold on, I got a stack of Marshalls. Yeah, I know that one for sure. Yeah, I know, I gotcha, I gotcha. Um, where to go? It jumped. I said I'm liking what McFarlane's doing. Again, very stylized for himself. I'm not. I don't think there's any more. It all depends on what future releases he's got. There might be one or two or 10 that he may hit that I just really resonates with me, and I go, yeah, I need to have those. Yeah, maybe that's not exactly my Batman that sitting on that awesome bat skeleton bat cycle, but that Batman fits that style. So, and same with Superman. Like Superman's never been. I don't mind Superman, but at the same time, that's a great one. So, and like I said, the question they make a question figure, I will get that, and that would be great. I just don't know. It's just got to be something that all of a sudden I see it and go, that's awesome. Maybe the original Azrael costume when he first took over as Batman, that style, that would be kind of neat. I just don't need any more of these weird looking things where Wonder Woman's got 3/4 of a shaved head. But I know Todd loves that stuff, so that makes sense on why he's pretty deep in the, or Batman with a guitar and stuff like. Oh, it just hurts. That just hurts to see that. So salty breakfast bread. There you be. What's Vegemite? It's yeah, there, yeah, salty breakfast. Yeah, it's interesting. Andrea Batman suit, yes. In the question, yeah, I have just that little, just the 3 3/4 inch from Batman or from Justice League Unlimited. We can talk later. You can make better links like this for you. Oh, okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Excellent. I appreciate that. Creeper wouldn't be bad. He's not my favorite, but I like the Creeper from the animated series definitely. So no, yeah, I know, John. I know what it's from. I just that's got nothing. It doesn't. That just doesn't resonate with me at all. Like I don't. I haven't collected comics in a long time, but I was very like Batman was the book that I collected. And I had a really solid I probably over 500 issue run of all the Batmans, but then I had to go and do all the split offs. Robin, you got to have Robin number 72 and Green Lantern number 7 and whatever. So it just got to be too expensive. Amir, take care. Everybody say goodnight to the toy snowman. He's heading out before Sleeping sneaks back in here and tackles them. So since we don't beat up snowmen in my chat, so that we keep that to Sleeping Collectibles. He does that. So that's still brilliant. I still dig that. But yeah, I'm glad I don't I don't do the books anymore. So it was really fun, but then it just tedious because then of course, again, with the OCD tendencies, there's a 1 in 10 variant cover or 1 in 50 or a 1 in 100 or whatever, and I need to get all the variants and what have you. So it got very expensive. But and I'm trying to think, I can't remember what the story arc was. It was well past the Hush story arc, which is still probably my favorite story arc. How many more times say arc? But that was probably my favorite series in the Batman was Hush. So I went through when the 100 Bullets Riders did the next, and then yeah, I don't know if I went into the 900. I don't know, but yeah, I got rid of the rest. But yeah, I don't mind the the only thing I really don't like with the McFarlane figures are the ankles. I don't like the ankles at all because it's not like that. Like this, it's like the SH Figuarts. It breaks the sculpt. I hate when the sculpt is broken like that. So I guess you get those people that are complaining about the April O'Neil, the knees on that April figure. So I guess I am kind of complaining, but I really don't buy that line. Like, yeah, I had 3. I got rid of them because I wasn't going to collect them. But then again, I did say online that if I saw the motorcycle or that Batman and the motorcycle, that I would get that. And then of course, the Red Sun Superman that just kind of happened. But yeah, I just don't like that little ball. So yep, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got her, Dagupa. That's right. So and forever since Spawn. Well, see, and I was again never a Spawn guy, but I did want to get the Wonder Woman 84 because that one looked really good, and I think there was enough because again, it's Wonder Woman, so they're bright colors, the golds, the reds, the blue. So I think my eyes were focused more on the on all the colors rather than the ankles on that figure. Again, Batman's dark. The Superman figures, I know they did the one animated one and the regular Superman one. I don't know. The colors just don't seem to be as much of a punch. But well, I agree. The NECA stuff in hand, yeah. I see pictures and I'm just like, ugh. It doesn't really make me feel like I need it, but occasionally, yeah. If I'm able to get one, it definitely does look better for sure. Nightfall was really good, Josh. Yeah, I haven't read that in forever. I do have some books, more of the trade paperbacks and stuff, so it just got easier to do it that way. Just the odd piece here and there. You get Black Suit Superman when it's out. Yeah, like I said, if something happens, just bing, like tick off the right boxes, I'll throw a little bit more money towards Todd. Like, not that any of these guys really need it, but he's been, man, you can't say that he hasn't put product out. So only thing, Wonder Woman, she's missing her belt thingy with the sword. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Honestly, for the longest time, all Wonder Woman was her bracelets, her lasso, and then she would, use her tiara. She didn't have a sword, so it's fine if she doesn't have one now. Crazy. Not a fan of the McFarlane collectibles modifiers. The Mezcos are, yeah, the Mezcos are really nice. And the Mofex, again, I don't think I've got any, but yeah, I've only got that one Stormtrooper figure arts. I think he's great. Oh, Goopa, now you're leaving. Psh, take care, my friend. Yes, man, I might, I don't know. I won't say no, but or yes or no or whatever. I might do a very last minute quick little recap stream, not a video, but I might whatever, and we can maybe share some stories. Like I said, I will be on Sleepings doing that trivia contest, but maybe I'll come on earlier and just kind of do a live recap and just see how we all made out. See if anybody got some extras, whatever. So I might do that. We'll just see how the day goes because it's pretty. It'll be the 5th there. Yes, it is a busy day for me. So we'll see how things work out. Too cheap for the imports. Wish they looked more like the actors. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said, I really do miss my 4 turtles more than I thought I was going to, considering I wasn't going to get any. And like I said, I felt bad for Donatello. He is my favorite Ninja Turtle, and I felt bad because he was the only one sitting in the store, and I just didn't understand why he was there by himself. Like, don't you buy all 4? But I was like, I'll buy. And then once I opened them up, it just, I don't know. It just was a great. Those turtle figures are fantastic. The materials. It feels it. I don't know what it is about them, but like I said, but then to know I wasn't going to collect any more of them, I wasn't going to just go down the movie line. It made more sense again to let them go and to concentrate on stuff that I would want to add more to. So, but now I'm I do kind of miss them a little bit. So, Figure Arts made a good build. DC and Malfax makes basket. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the figure arts seem to be in the Mafex seem to more. I think more of the figure arts it seemed to be a little kind of kind of a little bit stressful or whatever. Like I said, I felt like an idiot on on mess around when Miles sent me that figure arts stormtrooper, and I just was like, he doesn't hold the guns, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that or whatever, and I was like, oh crap, because I got to put the right hand in there that's got the hole. Just like I felt pretty stupid, but I had never had a figure arts before, so Optics figures, yeah. David, I have that purple. I've heard is supposed to look pretty crazy. I'm trying to make sure I'm paying attention to the time today, guys. So we got about 7 minutes. See how fast that went? And then, we could easily do another. I'm not volunteering another hour, so I cannot. I'm getting dried out. So that looked pretty sick. Yes. Oh, yeah, the Mofex. Excellent. Oh, the IG-11. The more I saw of that, I was kind of like, man, that would have been so good. would have been so good to have been able to have gotten that one. Even and it need. I think he should be bigger. Oh, all right. I'm just going through. Oops. What was that? Oh, it was a rat. Okay, perfect. Oh, Elk Falls. Great. Oh, you guys are crazy. But yeah, that IG-11 is really solid, though. Yeah, it's on pre-order now. That's okay. As much as I don't really care for the Black Series, IG-11, 88, whatever, it's fine. It's okay. So again, it is a little to swallow that the Black Series, that the Hasbro figures are going up in price a little bit, but that's still more my comfort level type of thing. So okay, you guys behave, or I'll have to put you guys in a corner. Oh, behave, you guys. Oh, excellent. Well, that was let's see, we're just gonna that's pretty cool. We'll start the process of shutting the stream down now again. So I'm still here. You guys want to message me? You guys know it's been rolling down on the down here for the whole yeah, it does suck. It totally sucks. That mold for sure. It hasn't aged well. It's I don't. It's yeah. I'll weep the day they just start falling apart. So yeah, oh, that's excellent. So yeah. So let's kind of recap ish, I guess. That I am here for you guys. You guys have always been here for me. I always want people to know I'm there for you guys as well. You need anything, um, you know where to hit me up. Um, without a doubt, I'm here. David, I am kicking myself because I was going to ask way earlier on how things are going with your dad. Now I'm getting the hiccups. That's great. So, which that's just yeah, I missed that. So I hope things are going okay for him and the family for sure. So, no, I think people are starting to go to bed, just like me. So, well, I guess that means I can't watch anything. That's okay. Never mind. I'm just babbling again. So yeah. So again, David, yes, Vader hot toy. Next stream, I want to. We got to talk a little more about that. I want to see more pictures on your Instagram for that with the plastic off of it, because so maybe you have it up there and I've missed it. I wasn't really on media too much today because we did try to do some more geocaching. Regardless of how swollen and bruised I am on my one leg. So we still got out and tried to enjoy some of the day. But yeah, so I'm still here. Live streams are still going to go on. I'm going to be out there at Sleepings on Tuesday. I'm going to be with the the Universal, or with a couple of the UK guys on Friday. I'll be just live from work. Regular stream will be Sunday night. I don't know if I'm gonna have anybody lined up to join in. We might just keep it as just us maybe or whatever, and then maybe I'll just try to really hammer out a solid time. So protect the hot toy at all costs. Absolutely, for sure. So yeah, so I'm definitely here. And these slight little changes. I think some things come back. I think more of the one takers are gonna show up a little bit more again too. Like I said, there is some stuff that will drop soon. I do have to get those reviews. I do want to show off my amazing Star Trek ship collection that I'm starting on. So but between now and then, and like I said, I said I might stream Tuesday. You know me, if as long as it's not taking time away from the family, I'll do a quick one. and we can share some war stories, as it were, for the 4th, for sure. Wear your t-shirts, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, to get the hot toy, I had to go down the street. That's insane. Insane. Oh yeah, no, no, no. I believe me, I am just just trying to shake off just whatever. So again, I'm looking forward to what's starting to come up and what have you. So Linda, my dear, take care. Excellent to see you out here again. All you guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for making a 3-hour stream. Uh, Again, thanks to Paul from Paul's Collectibles. Had a great time, even though we really didn't talk too much Star Wars, a little bit on the helmets. But yeah, we'll have them on again. Like I said, we got Brandon and Bailey will be doing their thoughts afterwards. That'll be coming up soon too. So Bad Batch, that's something to look forward to. Man, Hasbro, do us right. Please just do us right, because some days I just need just that little bit of something to push me into a whole nother direction. So yeah, Gilster, Linda, David, Darth, glad your stickers got there and your pin. Excellent. Josh, again, thanks to Josh and Brandon for tossing some links out there to some channels. To John Joker for the super chat, David for the super sticker thing as well. Who else we got in here? I said Shane, Crazy 8, take it easy. Again, Josh, Lowell. I don't know if who else I'm missing in here, because we're at like 17, but that's okay. Some people hide in the background. That's fine. But everybody, Brandon, you're still there. Excellent, my friend. We all get in the figures. Let's just try to keep it positive, see what's going on. Yeah. So chat family, you guys are, oh, there he is, sleeping. Excellent. Thank you, my friend. So we had the Joker in here for a few minutes. So yes, we will see sleeping, or I will see sleeping on Tuesday night. Hopefully, if, like I said, I'll probably do that quick stream beforehand for the recap of whatever stuff we're gonna get, and yeah, we'll go from there. So everybody, have yourselves a great night. Enjoy the start of the week. Yay, Monday. But all the best on your hunts, those that can do it. Everybody just stay safe. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys again really soon. As always, guys, great stream. Had a blast, as always. You guys are fantastic. Which is why I keep coming back. Jedi Trek, you take care as well. I don't think I get any more other nuggets to drop. So I think that's it. As always, there we go. Josh will get the final comment of the night that will get highlighted. So everybody, good luck on the 4th. May the 4th be with all of us. Then Revenge of the 5th. And then Cinco de Mayo. So there we go. So we got, it's our holiday time again. So everybody take care. Hopefully we'll see you in that last minute stream I'm going to do Tuesday. Come see me and come see Sleeping and everybody else on Tuesday night. And that'll be it. All right, guys. As again,